Hello, everyone. Welcome back. It's a brand new season. Zeke, tell us all about the new season of football. Who are you looking out for? Who's our...
I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? A brand new season of what?
Who's the pick? Who's going to go all the way? We'll revisit it in 6 months' time.
Well, I used to not have to care about this. I gotta say, I used to not have to care. I lived in Montana. We don't have a fucking team. We got to,
Hey, you guys,
pick our
nothing.
team.
You got nothing.
Now I'm a Denverite, so I gotta say the Broncos. I gotta say the Denver Broncos going all the way. And I'm gonna say that every year that I live here from now on.
Okay, well.
That's fair.
If the Broncos win the Super Bowl, Chad, are the Broncos good this season? Hold on, before I make this thing, are the Broncos good this season? I need to know. No, we're not talking about soccer. We're talking about Denver actually
Football, hand egg.
Talking about real people football.
They actually have a decent. Okay, never. Okay, so they could go to the. No, not okay. If the Denver Broncos win the Super Bowl, Zeke, I'll shave my head.
Okay.
I don't think they have any chance. There's no
now,
chance.
Now you got to. Who's your team?
Wow. Wait a second. That just happened. This is okay. That's a pledge.
Who's my team? You're not gonna like it.
Okay.
The Chiefs.
Okay. Why won't I like it?
I can't believe he said that.
Oh.
I don't have a preference.
Okay.
I don't have a dog in this fight, but if the Chiefs go all the way and win,
there's a very good chance. There's a very good chance it might happen again.
That's fine. That's fine. I will shave my beard all the way.
Okay, fair. Yeah. Fair.
And if either of those teams win, I'm gonna not do a damn thing.
Yeah.
Do you have you ever had a team?
Yes.
What are they?
The San Francisco 49ers.
Really?
Okay.
Do you like Steve Young, Joe Montana, or is that a current day thing?
It was an age old thing.
Okay.
Yeah, my dad was 49ers and he always watched it, so I became a 49ers fan by proxy.
Got it.
Yep. And they're the best team, so it works out well.
Okay. Fantastic.
No, it was like I was a kid growing up watching watching football with my dad and stuff, and there was a guy named Joe Montana. So like I was like, yeah, Montana. I'm gonna root for. I was a kid. I was like, I'm gonna root for that team. So my brother actually latched onto that, and he's still a 49ers fan to this day.
Oh yeah, there we go.
There you go.
Yeah. Brother sounds like a cool guy.
All right, now that we've dominated the YouTube SEO by talking about football,
yes,
we're in the know. We're in the zeitgeist.
We're nailing the algorithm here.
We're gonna do a big old switcheroo and talk about a different type of champion. Okay, an 8-time EVO champion, a fighting game Mount Rushmore citizen. I don't know where I'm going with this. The Wazzler himself. It's Justin Wong. He's on the show.
What's up, man?
That response is about as epic as my introduction. How's it going, Justin? Welcome.
I'm doing good. Yeah, I like your guys talk about football. I'm a big New York Giants guy. That's my team.
Oh, okay. All right. Fantastic.
I was going to say, first, Justin, welcome to the show. And second, we apologize you had to sit through that intro.
Yeah.
But we're very glad you're here.
Yeah, it's fun.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
absolutely.
You did great. I did great. That was fantastic. What are we talking about?
Is it weird to get introduced like that? Like I would think like, yeah,
it's a little weird. Yeah, I would say so because I don't know. I play video games just like everybody else. So getting kind of like a big like intro and everything, I'm like, all right, I guess. So now, I'm never used to it. Oh, I would never tell somebody to intro me like that.
That's not true. He sent me multiple DMs. He was like, please.
That's true.
Get it right.
Also, to be fair, you just said, I don't really feel I'm special. I play video games like everyone else. That's true. But to be fair, that's not the part that's special. The part that's special is you're better than everyone else.
That's true.
Maybe it's just the right time, right place, right atmosphere.
I've known Justin
maybe the sun
for a
was in their
time.
eyes. Maybe their knee was having some problems.
Here's the thing you guys will be quick to learn about Justin if you guys have never met Justin before. Maybe the most humble person I've ever met, as well as the nicest person. But below that facade, at his core, this guy's a fucking killer. Okay, this guy is a demon.
Oh wow.
He is.
Okay.
Do not cross him, or he will end your life. It's over before you can even see it. You got to be careful. He's too fast.
Too fast.
It's too fast.
No, I would say there's times when if there's like a heated rivalry, then I would probably talk a bit more smack. That's like the only time, like, you know, if somebody was like, you're not that good, I can beat you, then if there's money on it, then we have to have a whole sit down. That's when things will get a bit more louder for me.
Just the fact that you call it a sit down, I'm already fucking terrified. Like, I don't even know if we're playing games at that point, or you're just gonna slap me. Like, I don't know what's happening.
You know, like a session.
Okay, all right. You're talking about video games. You're talking about
Yeah, we're talking about video games.
Yeah.
I also like how it all of a sudden became like kind of mafia. It's like, well, when money's involved, you know, at that point, I need to prepare them mentally for the fact I'm about to take it from them. So it's a process.
That's exactly right. Who knows what happens, you know, behind closed doors at those Vegas money matches? We never. Those aren't televised. Who knows how much money Wong's taken behind?
No,
closed doors.
I had like I think the last maybe 5 years ago, I had like a $5,000 money match.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like
Damn.
the guy would talk a lot of smack about me in Marvel 2, like, and then my friends would tell me about it. So I went into his Twitch chat. I was like, "Yo, I'm in your state right now. Let's have it. You want to?" And I heard that you think you're better than me. Do you want to do a big money match right now or sometime in like within the next 2 days? And then, you know, because it's public, everyone is egging it on, instigating.
Yeah.
And then he has to respond saying, "All right, let's do it." Right. So, yeah. So then
you can't back down at that point.
You can't back down at that point. So I went over to his house, and then, you know, his wife was super nice to offer me Coke Zeros and everything like that.
Damn,
and I beat his ass. Took
Zeros.
Yeah. Beat his ass. Took $5,000 and was like, "All right, thanks for the hospitality."
And then he just fucking left. He dropped the deuces.
And just send him over a bottle
much.
of Cristal with the fucking bow on it that says "Thanks for the games."
Oh my god! Did you take a Coke Zero to go from his wife?
No, I drank like two. I didn't want to take too.
The man's
much,
a killer.
You know?
He's not disrespectful.
Yeah.
Come on now.
I took his $5,000. I complimented his decor, and I left.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's awesome. That's fucking sick. Well, let's do a quick. Go ahead.
Okay, go ahead.
No,
Do the
you
introduction.
go.
Okay, no, I'm just saying, like it's weird because, you know, the fighting game community in the, like, because we're all nerds, like we're all like video game nerds, but in the fighting game community is definitely like the varsity jocks of like the nerd community. So we walk by you guys, we're like, I play indie games, like, oh shit, don't go over there, man. That's fighting game guys. They're fucking intense, dude. We don't want to mess with those guys. They're fucking, like, they gave me they ripped my underwear up and they put me in the locker. It was terrible.
Oh no.
That's true.
Is that the vibe that we give?
No. I was there.
It's a competitive vibe. The competitive thing, like, the people like us who variety play, you know, don't play competitively. You know, we don't have like we don't have that attitude of like, I can beat you. No, it's more like, can I beat this game? You know, we're up against computer shit. You're up against a person, and you gotta like have that. I mean, for lack of a better word, the eye of the tiger. You know, you gotta have that like killer instinct, so to speak, to, you know, be a part of that community. Like some people have and some people don't.
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that maybe not have it. They just enjoy playing it. So I think we're pretty welcoming no matter what. Oh
yeah, no. I've never had a problem with it, but it's just like the vibe I get is just like, that's intense over there.
The aura, you feel like the steam.
Yeah,
I get like super hot. Like if I'm playing a really like long set with somebody, like you can feel people. Some of my friends tell me you can feel the aura, and I'm like, what are you talking about? But I do get like hot. Like I get like my temperature and body heat rises when I play.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Same thing happens to me when I see cookies.
Okay. White chip macadamia nut?
Yeah, actually.
Oh,
Yeah, let's go.
Yes.
oh,
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
What about?
I get it. I like the Subways one. The Subways you tell them to heat it
Yeah, a
up.
little soft, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
That's
Whoa,
the one.
Justin.
That's the one.
We're gonna
Dude,
have
if
to
we're
do Subway
talking
for some
about-
cookies.
If we're talking about franchise cookies, like Jimmy John's. You ever had Jimmy John's cookies?
Jimmy John. I get a
I
Jimmy
have
John
not.
cookie all the time. Those are good. Those are pretty good. Not bad.
Them's the shits. Do yourself a favor. Get yourself a Jimmy John's cookie. They're like
I'm
500
sorry,
calories per.
I thought
Wow,
I was in the
that's
church.
a lot.
I thought I was in the church of
They're
Jersey Mike's
dense.
here. What's going on?
Oh, look, Jersey Mike's is all right. I don't know if they do. Do they?
I'm
do it?
sorry. A Jimmy John's
Look,
eater just
Jimmy-
said Jersey Mike's is all right.
They're okay. Jimmy John's, they can now cook the sandwich a little bit, so they've elevated.
That's true.
They've elevated. They toast the sandwiches now at Jimmy John's Co. It's a new thing. They got toaster oven technology.
How long they been doing this?
A year maybe. I don't know. Not that long of a time. Look, I tried Jersey Mike's
Okay, you know what? No,
for the
hey,
first
I'll
time
give it
this
a try.
past year, and I was like, oh, it's pretty good. It's definitely bigger sandwich without question. Bigger sandwich, more on it.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to derail the conversation there.
It happens. It happens.
It's very important.
Justin,
I
you
stand
want to
That's right,
weigh
I'll
in?
for JM.
Justin, you want to weigh in? Where's the go-to sandwich? You probably got a spot.
A sandwich?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm more of a Jimmy John's guy.
Okay. All right.
But the problem is we don't have Jimmy John's in Canada, so anytime I'm in America, I'll order like a Jimmy John's if I have like a long if there's one delivered close by.
Yeah. Makes sense.
Nice.
What do you got in Canada? What's the sandwich shop of Canada?
To be honest, not much. I mean, we have like Tim Hortons. It's like their version of Dunkin' Donuts,
Yeah.
and then you have A&W, which is like their version of like McDonald's.
Oh, A&W's pretty
I think
good,
they're-
though.
Yeah, A&W is pretty good, but I do think McDonald's in Canada is like top tier because the beef is different.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they use like they even advertise it on the menus that we use like local grown Canadian beef, and I kid you not, I'm like, man, the beef hits so much harder here than the States. I'm like really impressed. So like anytime you go to McDonald's in like at least Vancouver, you have to you have to get like a double quarter pounder because
Okay.
I feel like it tastes so different compared to like if you order it
All right.
from wherever you are.
I didn't know that. That's real talk. Okay.
I'm not gonna lie,
Usually-
I've heard the opposite, but I would believe you more. So now I'm really interested.
We got
Oh,
like,
what?
I've heard
Somebody said
American
McDonald's
beef
sucks
is
there?
higher quality, but now I'm
No.
wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, yeah. I
Not
think
gonna try it.
I think if you
Huh.
like a lot of my friends in Canada before I moved here, they're like, yes, we have AAA Alberta beef, Canadians, blah blah blah. So they make it sound so epic, and even like a lot of restaurants will advertise it's like AAA beef. So yeah, I don't know. To me, when I trying both McDonald's, like America and Canada, I enjoy Canadian McDonald's a lot more than American McDonald's.
Nice. I always assumed it's just because we put so much more fat in ours. I was like, that makes sense.
For the flavor.
Yeah, for the flavor. For the flavor, exactly.
Just for the flavor.
Exactly.
Man, if that makes it taste good. Now, I usually try to stay out of Canada, but I might have to make a visit now.
You got
Just to go to McDonald's.
Nice. Go to
I
Vancouver.
usually try to stay out of Canada.
Well, they don't like me there.
Well, Zeke, Zeke's on. Yeah,
That's fair.
He's,
That's
he's
fair.
got some. He's on some list. It's rough.
Or
I think they
had
don't
a
like
few
me there
friends there
because
too.
Okay. All
because
right.
I call it the Couve.
Yeah,
You remember?
it's true. It's true. He calls Vancouver the
The
Couve.
Couve.
Yeah. You ever call it the Couve, Justin? Is that a?
No, why do you call it the coup?
I was trying to be funny one day, and everybody's like, "You don't really call it that. No one else calls it that, right?" And I'm like, "No, I don't, and no one else does." But I thought it was funny, so I just kept calling it that because, yeah, go ahead.
And
Yeah,
now
no,
he's
I
banned in
what I
Canada.
did. Yeah, what I did find weird is like you know how if you want to shorten it like the coup, I was like, okay, I can see that. I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
But when people in Vancouver call like what do you call it themselves? They call it we're the Vancouverites. I'm like that's a lot. That's a lot to say.
That is a lot.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
too
So I was
much.
like, I'm not about that train.
No, that's too much. That's too much. Yeah, that's.
How about Couvlings? I like that.
Couvlings.
Yeah.
He didn't say no. He
Like,
didn't say
we're
no.
little Couvlings.
He didn't say no. He's still thinking about it.
All right, I'm gonna stop talking because I'm
Hold
not
on.
going anywhere.
The last
so.
one we're gonna take from chat, and I like this one. What about the Vancouters?
Vancouters.
Yeah, it works.
You know, it's kind of close to the word cooties, though.
So yeah, sure, yeah, yep,
You know,
accurate. No other words that it's close to at all. Just. Anyways, I've known Justin for longer than I think I've known Zeke and Co. So we have a. I feel like I don't need to introduce him, but we have a lot of people who maybe have no idea about the FGC, no idea about your accomplishments or anything like that. So give a quick rundown, Justin. Talk about yourself and who you are for a minute. I'll put you on the spot.
all right. I played fighting games competitively from 2001 to 2020 before the pandemic, and then after that became more of like a fighting game content creator for like just making random YouTube videos and I guess influencer or anything like that. I won a lot of tournaments in multiple fighting games, and more during towards my younger days, I was more of like the EVO champion. So I guess I have a lot of EVO champions under my belts and traveled around the world playing fighting game tournaments and winning fighting game tournaments. But yeah, that's just that's literally me in a nutshell. Play a lot of fighting games, win a lot of fighting game tournaments.
There you go. Humble
Is it
as
easy
I
to
said.
rattle off the games that you
Like,
are proficient in or have been proficient in?
is it what? Sorry again.
Is it easy to rattle off the games that you've been proficient in, like you've been like competitive in?
I don't know. I think it's more because a lot of fighting games have similarities, so I think it's easier to get into them some compared to some of them. Like I was never good at like Smash, for example,
Okay.
because it's like such a big different beast. But like usually all the Capcom games are it's there's a flow chart you can follow. So if you're good at like Street Fighter, then you could play pretty much all the other Street Fighters at least at a base fundamental level. And I think
Sure.
same applies for like Tekken and King of Fighters. So the only time I have to like learn, it will take a longer time for me to learn was like when I had to like learn how to play Tekken. That took a bit longer because like understanding how to like sidestep, understanding that like in 2D fighting games, blocking low is like the main default, but in Tekken, blocking high is the main default. So if you're like a 2D player playing 3D player, your human habit will just go the down back, where you just kind of get smoked if you do that a lot, especially in 3D games. 3D games you have to you want to block high instead of low. You want to like preemptively block low sometimes, not as much compared to where fighting like Street Fighter, you always have to block low. Like that's like your main thing is blocking low.
Yeah, one of the.
No, I think I asked the wrong question. I should have asked like, what games do you not play? Like, what fighting games are you not good at? Like,
oh, Smash. Yeah, I don't play Smash.
there you go.
Smash is a different breed. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't play Smash.
I think one of the things, I'll glaze Justin. Justin, I got you. I'll glaze you up this episode. One of the things I think Justin, and really I think any top tier fighting game player can do that is potentially the most amazing aspect is they can sit down, look at a fighting game for the first time, and immediately understand what they can and can't do, and have a basic understanding that far exceeds a normal player in like 5 seconds. Like you can sit down and play Tokon, which you did already, I think at EVO, and you're already in like the top echelon of players just because you watched 5 minutes of it. And so that's what I think. It's hard to convey that to like an average fighting game player or an average gamer, but it really is like a level of understanding that is almost too hard to believe. Like it's on a insane level for me to watch and witness that you just like, you get it. You see the code, right? Like you matrix the fuck out of it.
Yeah, I could see that just because a lot of times when a new fighting game does come out, people would ask me, "Hey, did you try this game? What do you think about it? What characters do you think are really really good?" People would ask me a lot for those opinions, just because like if I could probably learn how to play a fighting game within like less than an hour, and then understand like this is how the flow of the game should partake, right? Should be. So yeah, I guess that's a nice power to have, especially with the amount of time I play fighting games. But I think it could be said for anybody that has like played so much of like a particular like archetype of games,
Right.
like you just eventually just get it. Like if you're playing Path of Exile 2, I'm not, I don't know what I'm doing at the start, but you have an idea of like, okay, this is the build, this is the class, this is the flow chart of like how I should go through this game. So it's like I think everybody has that in the game that they particularly like a lot.
Sure.
Out of
No, by all means, go.
Okay. So out of curiosity, like as you know, we don't get the opportunity to talk to many people that are kind of like this far down and advanced in their craft. Did you find your journey to where you are now? Is this something that you felt, I'm not good at this, I need to work and get better at this, and over time you really like worked on it and felt yourself getting better? Or is this the kind of thing where you're like, you were always great at it, this always just worked for you, and you just, and it just was just, yeah, it was, and you were natural?
Yeah. No, I was not natural at all. I was a mashing scrub, growing up. But then I when I watch other people play, I'm like, oh, they're not playing like how I play, right? Like I was blessed growing having a nice arcade, so when I look at their hands, I'm like, they're like pressing in like subsequential like in a specific order, and it looked really nice. And when I'm playing, I'm just like dun 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 dun, right? And I'm like, there is a clear difference of skill right here. So I think me acknowledging that actually was kind of like the first step of like, this is how I'm gonna be able to improve in fighting games, because obviously the way I'm playing is not the way you should be playing when I'm watching other people play. So I just kind of like stared a lot and just like see their hands and watch like how they press their buttons, how they hold the joysticks. And then from there, I tried to like kind of copy how they were doing it. And once I guess like it just clicked, then everything else was like really like, the kind of like the oasis is yours at that point. Like it's like an ocean where there's so much like paths, so much ways you can go and choose like what combo route, what characters. So I would say it took me maybe it took me a faster amount of time to get better compared to other people, because I think other people might have taken longer, just based off like even the friends that I met along the way. But like just me watching, I guess I have a really good eye of just like copying people. I'm really good at, yeah, like if you show me something, I'm good at copying. So that's kind of like, I guess, my hidden skill. Because
God,
usually now when a new fighting game comes out, like I can understand like how to win in a game, but maybe my combos are like lackluster. So like I'll go on Twitter and then people will post their crazy combos, and I'll look at it and I'm like, okay, I know how to do the combo now. So let's go practice it. So that's just kind of like my, I guess, special strength in fighting games.
that's like your Marvel superpower. You like look at a superpower and you're like, oh, it's mine now. Cool. I'll just take
Yeah,
that. Put that
I
in my
guess so.
pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, cool. That's mine now. Dude, okay, so kind of as a follow-up, and then back to you, JP. I'm sorry, I'm fascinated by this. So as somebody who was really working towards this, and you had the rooted perspective of starting somewhere and not being good, was there a particular moment or fight when you were like, holy shit, like I'm good now?
I guess it's because like growing up in school, my middle school friends, my friends were like, if you
Rivals.
can't
We
beat
call
it,
them
yeah,
rivals. Yeah.
yeah, right, yeah. If you can't beat us in like Marvel superheroes versus Street Fighter, you can't be friends with us. So that was like kind of like the thing that urged
What was
me.
Zeke saying earlier? It was exactly wow.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that was like the
Literally
thing. So
the
I'm
cool
like,
kids
okay,
table. I love it.
I have to get good at this game, and I spent the whole summer just like practicing these sequences, like after watching people play in the arcades. And then I'm like, okay, I think at this point I can beat them now, right? So after when we go back to school, after the first day of school, we went to the arcade and I beat them. They're like, all right, you could be our friend now. So that was like I guess that was the
Okay.
point where I'm like, all right,
Now,
I
was
understand
there-
how to play fighting games.
So real quick, if any of you big execs watch that was the movie. That was your Disney movie right there.
There you go.
That, you know, at the beginning of summer, needed to beat the kids, join the club, big win fight. Like, there you go, done.
Yeah.
Now, was
And
there
you
ever
just
a
call it the
point like
Wazzler.
when you got real good and you started beating them? Did you start beating them so bad they're like, you can't be our friend anymore?
The pendulum swung. Like, this isn't fun
No,
anymore,
they I guess the crazy part was it's like I moved up in the ladder, the corporate ladder, the friend ladder.
the social
So then they would
hierarchy.
they would ask me, "Hey, this guy just beat me. Can you beat him for me?" type of thing. So I would just like you know, this is our machine. You know, this is our the school's machine. So I would have to come up and like, okay, I'm like the final boss and everything. So I guess that was
That's so awesome.
You were the
dude.
hitman they sent out.
Yeah.
The special
I
forces.
really hope you had a shirt that said "Final Boss" on it. And you just walked around the arcade.
That would be crazy.
Oh,
No, he
man.
had his own like Batista
Dude.
like entrance. He's like coming like.
Oh, no.
Like
And the
sparks flying.
The best part is anytime anyone walked up to him and they'd be like, "I'd like to challenge you," he would cross his arms and in standard Yakuza would be like, "First you have to beat my 3 underlings. My first general is Cinder Claws. He's over by that machine. The second general,
Oh,
only
man.
then can you challenge me."
That's true. That's how it worked out in Chinatown at the arcade.
Yeah, pretty sure.
Oh man. Yeah. I going back to the like being able to copy everything. For example, if there's a fighting game coming out this week with Tokon and beta or whatever. Go if you're curious what we're talking about, like how fast Justin can watch or can learn. Go watch him stream it on Thursday or Friday just for 5 minutes. I guarantee you he will already be doing things that you'll just be confounded by.
Tuco is the new fighting game coming out.
Is that how you pronounce it?
So
Or whatever word you're saying. I just keep
No,
hearing you say something.
Marvel Tokon.
Tokon.
Yeah, we're talking about Marvel Tokon. Yeah, 2XKO.
Oh, see, I didn't even know what you were
About
talking about. I thought you were talking about 2XKO
No,
this whole time.
2XKO's next week.
Oh, okay. See,
Yeah,
I had
yeah.
no clue. Okay.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, because you thought you said Justin watched Tuco, and I was like, oh, cool, you got some. Okay.
No.
So who are you talking about?
I'm talking about Tokon, which is the Marvel
Who's
game
Token?
that comes out this week.
Tokon? Like
Yes.
Tokon a blunt?
No, it's T-O-K-O-N.
it's Token with a O.
Yeah.
Token with a O.
Yeah, it's a Japanese word.
Who else?
It's a Marvel game that. So, Ko, you know Arc System Works, people that make Guilty Gear.
Oh yeah, Guilty Gear. Yeah,
Yeah,
of course.
so they're making the new Marvel tag team game.
I know about that. I've just never heard of that hero.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not a hero. That's the name of the game. Is Marvel Token.
Yeah.
This
is
is like a
Marvel
fucking
Tokon.
who's on first.
Yeah, this
bit,
is a
dude.
who's
So
on
wait,
first bit
yeah.
right now.
So wait, what does Tokon mean? What does that mean?
I think it means to one soul.
Okay.
Like, I think it's like a Japanese translation, Tokon, for like
Okay.
like one soul.
I'd never heard of that game, so that makes a lot of sense. I knew there was a Marvel game by Guilty Gear production, but I didn't know how to. I thought it was just called Marvel Fighting Heroes or something. You know what they normally call them.
You probably thought it was like Marvel 4 or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I do wonder if that's going to mess with the marketing of that game. If they're going to have a hard time selling. This is the game down below. I think this is your footage from EVO. Is that right?
No, so this is like developer footage.
Oh, okay. This is developer footage. Gotcha.
Yeah. This is developer footage. But yeah, I did make a video of me playing
Yeah, let me
the
pull that
game
up.
with another person, and yeah, it's a really fun game. Like, I like the fact that like, so it does sound scary because they advertise it as like it's a 4v4 fighting game.
Right.
So you're like, what do you mean 4v4? You gotta learn 4 characters, right? Compared to like 3 characters. Like, how do you know, that's a lot. But because it's called Tokon, where it's like one soul, everybody shares one life bar. So you don't have to learn the other 3 characters. Like, you can switch within the middle of the match, but you can like only play one character if you want to.
Now that actually
So-
brings up. You said it's developer. That video is developer stuff. Like, that brings up a question for me. Like, do you just get inundated with like emails from new fighting games coming out, going like, "Can you please help us test our game?" and shit like that? Does that happen a lot for you?
Not for the bigger games, but like smaller
Okay.
games or indie fighting games, they'll I'll get like, inquiries like, hey, do you want to like QA test this and see like what do you guys think about it, or do you want to get early access so you can make like a video on it or a coverage on it? So I'll get a lot of those type of like emails or inquiries.
Well, if they don't, I mean, if the bigger games don't get like don't contact you, who the fuck do they even contact? Like,
well, okay, so for Marvel Tokon, they contacted me because this was during EVO.
okay,
Right? So this is like a lot of like a crazy game testing or like getting hands on. It's usually during at like big events. But like if we were at like home, I guess like it could be like a breach maybe, right? They could be like, oh, what if he leaks it, or what if it just gets out or anything like that.
Okay.
So they're I think they're more worried about this because the crazy part of it was like this game didn't get leaked at all.
Yeah.
Like it just got shown
Whatsoever.
on like a PlayStation show, and everyone was like, "Wait, what?" Like this came out of nowhere. So like the fact that this game didn't get leaked at all was pretty impressive alone.
Yeah. Definitely a shocking thing. You can go watch. I think Maximilian Dude had a great reaction to this being revealed because it was just in a PlayStation state of whatever they call
State of Play.
State of Play.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere, and it's like the next Marvel thing. So this goes into it's a play test on Thursday. What are they calling it officially? Do you know?
Yeah, it's kind of like a. Oh, you talking about for this Thursday?
Yeah, for this Thursday. Yeah.
It's like a closed beta.
Okay. Gotcha. I think you can
closed beta.
Who's in it?
and you can go sign up for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they're picking, or is it buy-in?
I think it's picking or just sign up, Justin. Do you know? Yeah. Okay.
No, it's you sign up to the PlayStation beta program, and then it becomes like a lottery, I guess, right? But I think the way it's like they just want more people to sign up for their PlayStation beta program. That's what it seems like.
Yeah. It seems to be a part of that. And they've got Marvel attached to it, so I'm sure they've got a massive amount of people trying to play, especially with everything coming out of EVO and people that have played it like yourself. They seem pretty favorable about it, right? Like everyone's pretty hyped.
Yeah, EVO. Every time I walk by like the booth for Marvel Tokon, like it was always like the most amount of people just waiting to play the game compared to like the other games. Because I think this was like so surprising, and then I think just the Marvel IP when it comes to fighting games, it carried like the fighting game community for so long that people are like been dying to play a new Marvel fighting game.
Yeah. And this one looks great. I mean, the Arc System Works has incredible animation. They proved themselves in Guilty Gear, and now they got this, which is still mind blowing that they're doing this and not Capcom. But I appreciate it. I appreciate the new look on it, and it seems like they're doing well. And it probably cost a lot less than like a Capcom collab would be, I would think, given if it was another like Versus from them. So could be cool. I am worried about the 4 people thing, like you said. Tag teams are always tag team fighters are like a different breed, I guess.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, so
and there's a lot of them too.
Yeah. I guess we'll see how that goes, right? Like I have enough time, just like hard enough time, just like using the hardware when it comes to playing fighting games. Like learning a whole new system seems like it's going to be a complete brain rework, rewiring almost of how I look at fighting games. So
yeah, but so the video that you're showing right now, I made this video to be like, okay guys, it's a 4v4 game, but I'm only playing one character the whole entire time. Like, so it's like you don't need to learn all 4 characters if you don't want to, because all the characters share one life bar.
yeah.
Is
Right,
a
so
good player who learns 4 characters going to be more effective than a player that only learns one really well?
I would say maybe meet in the middle. Maybe learning 2 characters might be better than learning all 4, because the thing is when you do a switch, right? You see how like the diamond order of the characters on the upper left and upper right, how they're shaped. Those are based off where they're they're slots. So what your assist is depending on where you guys are on that diamond. So if you do a switch, you kind of rotate the order. So because you rotate the order, that means your assists are now different. So some characters are just better as like the first assist and the third assist, and you don't want to move them at all.
Are there characters you would just use for assists and then just immediately switch out of?
Yeah, I would. So I would like to have Doctor Doom as like the third assist, because Doctor Doom sends like a homing like bomb at you. You see that little red thing?
Yeah.
So he sends that. He can only activate that if he's on the third assist. So if he's on the where Captain America and Iron Man is, he wouldn't be able to have that assist as like kind of like him doing that like homing bomb. He would do something else, which might not be good for Doctor Doom, right? So it's one of those things where you have to be. In my head, I never want to switch out like the best assist, because then it ruins kind of like I guess the neutral of the game, or at least my game plan of the game.
Hmm. So yeah, so it almost seems like even if you're a one-player person, even having the 3 other characters just as assist potentials for your playstyle, and then it could be like so just your team build could be a thing too.
Yeah,
wild.
it's pretty much could be a team build. So that's why it's like 44 does sound intimidating, but you don't really have to learn 4 players, which I kind of like. Like you could learn 1, you could learn 2, because there is a moment where they have, it's called like an active tag. That's like one of the mechanics where you can like tag into your character while they're on the screen and continue like the madness, the combos. But then if you do that, like I said, your diamond order shifts to the right. So it kind of like you might lose the assist that you want to keep.
Oh, okay. So it changes up the assist that they can do by doing that. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Seems already complicated, like already.
Yeah. Well, here's a question for you guys, and this is kind of to both JP and Justin, especially hearing your thoughts on Smash and things like that. So I heard you talked a lot about Marvel and what it was like at EVO. So how does the one from Riot really play into this? Because aren't they kind of trying to do something very different with the way that game functions, and like with the way that the controls work and everything?
Yeah, 2XKO, they have no motion input, so it's like no classic inputs.
Yeah.
Right. So it's kind of like I guess they're basing it off of, if most of these people are playing 2XKO, they would be playing on keyboard. Like a Riot, like if you're playing like League of Legends, you're going to use a keyboard. You're not going to use a PlayStation controller or whatever controller, right? So I think that was like their vision, is like, we want to develop a fighting game where people can play on anything that they want.
But like when you hear stuff like that, does that make you more interested, or are you just like, this is way out of my norm?
So I don't mind it, because they have a game called Grand Blue Fantasy Versus that has like those shortcut motion controls. But the thing is, there is another fighting game that's similar to 2XKO, the Invincible Versus fighting game, right? And a lot of people gave them kind of like a lot of shit for not having traditional inputs. So then they actually went back to add traditional inputs because people were complaining about it. But 2XKO has not added traditional inputs at all.
Now, when you like, for the layperson like myself, when you say traditional inputs, what are you talking about?
So traditional inputs are like kind of like classic, like Street Fighter 2, like quarter circle forward punch, or do like
down, right, forward, A.
Yeah, like the really hard ones. So you know how like if you play Smash, if you play Ryu in Smash Brothers, if you press B, he throws Hadouken, right? But if you do his Street Fighter 2 input from the arcade era, where it's like down, forward, and then press B, you get a more stronger fireball, stronger Hadouken. So that's the traditional inputs, is like, you put instead of pressing one button, you have to do like the full command.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
So everything like all of the special moves, quote unquote, are on like a button rather than a joystick plus button.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
So 2XKO doesn't have that. They don't have where you do a joystick plus a button for a move. You just press special 1, special 2, and you do like back special, down special, forward special, kind of like Smash Brothers.
Yeah, and I was wondering, do you think that makes it like more newbie friendly to do that? Because Smash Brothers, it seems like something you can jump right in. like when Smash Brothers first came out, like I was around when Smash Brothers first came out, and I was like, oh my god, this is great. Everybody can play. It's fun. Like you don't have to memorize a bunch of move sets, stuff like that. Of course, like the skill cap is huge, but I'm just saying, like to jump in, it was fucking easy. So do you think that's going to be 2XKO?
I hope so. But I don't think so. Actually, I think with how 2XKO is, it's very oppressive.
Yeah,
So
dude,
like
2XKO is fucking hard, man.
Like, yeah, if you get knocked down on the floor, understanding how to block and defend is like the hardest thing in the world, I would say, for a lot of like new players. So that's the one thing I'm worried about with 2XKO, because like if you're playing like kind of like a slower game like Street Fighter 6, for example, right? A lot of newer players are more into Street Fighter 6 because you're not going to die in like one hit, or you're not going to be oppressed, right? And plus, like, they have modern controls where it's like kind of like Smash Brothers controls, like you were mentioning, Zeke, and that helps a lot for more players to come in and get into it. 2XKO, like if you look at it, it's so oppressive. Like you're just getting mauled in the corner, and that's the one thing I'm worried about for people, like especially new players coming in playing this game.
Yeah, by oppressive, like to translate what you're saying you get hit once and you lose half life bar, right?
Well, if you get hit once, you lose half life, but you might not even get a chance to get up and play again.
Yeah, I was
okay.
thinking
Yeah.
oppressive more as being like stun locked.
Gotcha.
Like
Yeah,
it's just like it's one of those situations where you play a player that's so good that they're just going to have like an endless combo, and you're sitting there hitting buttons and nothing's happening, and you just get mad and stop playing because they're so much better than you.
Yeah,
that's pretty much what I was referring to. Like you don't get a chance to wake up and actually press a button. It becomes a single player game. A lot of these tag fighters.
Good way to say
like,
it. Yeah,
it becomes a single
like
player
that.
game.
It goes from 2 players to 1 player.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
maybe like 1.5.
Now, in a lot of games, they have a mechanic for that, right? If you're getting like just your ass beat, they have like a mechanic. I don't know what it's called, but you can, like,
it's called losing.
No, you can expend energy or spend whatever bar you have and like break it, like break the combo or whatever the fuck. Do they have something like that?
Yeah.
So you can break the combo. They have a burst. It's called burst, right?
Burst.
But
There
the
it
thing
is,
is,
burst. That's what I was trying to think of. Yeah.
So it's the little green bar that's like highlighting on the under the life bar. So if it's full, you can burst. But the thing is, what you just eventually could get put back in that same scenario.
Yeah, well, no, I mean, he's right. So, like, if you're getting oppressed and you burst out, the fact that you got oppressed at the beginning means you're just going to be able to do it again. So, like, it's more of like if someone is so much better than someone else, they're always going to be able to do that. It doesn't matter if you can get out of it once. They're just going to go right back into it.
Yeah.
This is coming from someone who is mostly oppressed when he plays these games.
Yeah. And people can bait the burst as well. So like if I know you're gonna burst, I can stop my attack and then force you to burst, right? Because you're so scared. And if I bait your burst, you get punished and you're back in the blender. So you know what I mean? That's where I'm looking at. I'm like, man, it's kind of scary for this game, the way the game is designed.
I gotta say, I love how unhinged your just straight normal comments sound. Like, if you were to just take that comment,
fighting game vernacular is great.
I love it, man.
Yeah.
Oh, it's one of my favorite things about the past couple of years when I've started watching like the fighting game communities, like big events and top 8s and blah 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 blah. It's just getting like I feel good when I use like the verbiage correctly. I'm like, oh, I know what a wake up is. I know what a punish is, and I know what a burst is, and I know what this is, stuff like that. It's like you feel like I can wear a shirt now. I can wear a shirt that says like Street Fighter on it or something.
Yeah, you're a part of the community at that point.
Yeah.
What is the general consensus amongst I guess like the upper echelon of the FGC about 2XKO? Do you guys think it's gonna be massively successful no matter what with Riot pushing it, or is it like it's gonna be hindered a little bit by what the game's doing or trying to do?
So I think it's hindered a bit just because, like, obviously 2XKO has been like in the works for a very, very long time, right? And I think a lot of people's main issue, and also my issue, is that it's like they take 1 year to like announce a character.
Yeah.
And the game's like not even out yet. You know what I mean? So, and then you see Marvel Tokon gets announced, and you see all these characters that they already announced, and the same thing for like Invincible versus all these characters are being announced. They're like, man, like it makes Riot like, why are they so slow in developing these characters?
Yeah.
And especially with like a tag game where you have to pick multiple characters, you want to have as like much variety as character as possible. So I think the first beta or alpha that they had where people can play was like only 4 characters.
Yep.
And to me, I didn't have fun at first because all 4 characters played the same way. So there's not like a different archetype, right? So think of it as like you have like a new like Path of Exile coming out, and they have like all 4 classes are like warrior, knight, like brawler,
Berserker,
like that type
brawler,
of style.
yeah.
Like there's no like mage or anything like that, and that's the 4 characters you work with. So there wasn't that much like variety where it's like there's no keep away, there's no trap characters, there's no setup characters. It's just like hold forward and swing. So to me, I didn't have fun playing that type of 2x KO. But now they had a Jinx, and I like Jinx a lot because she's kind of like the little runaway character. So
Yeah.
now there's a lot more depth when playing 2x KO. But I'm not sure because I think like it just feels like this game's been out for like 5 years, but like it hasn't been out for 5 years. But it's just, I don't know. It's not as much hype compared to Marvel Tokon. I think more people are waiting to play Marvel Tokon compared to 2x KO.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, EVO had, I think it was its 3rd year in a row that 2x KO was on the show floor this year. And like, yeah, people, like you said, people have they want to play the full game, right? And there's still, what is it, 5, maybe 6 playable characters. I think they just announced Blitzcrank as well. So he might be in the
4, 5, 7 playable
7
characters.
playable characters. Okay. Yeah. And then Tokon was on the show floor like a month after being announced, right? So the hype was definitely real around that. Is Tokon scheduled for this year, by the way?
No, they didn't announce anything about when the game is coming out, but I feel like it's gonna come out like at least next year, like maybe maybe March or April next year, just based off there's already a beta coming out this week for Marvel Tokon, right? So now it's just like, because I think with their game mechanics and like how it looks like, it's already there. Like they're like, okay, there's no changes needed. Now we just need to add these characters and everything like that. So I think they're pretty much like closer to release date, like full release date compared to 2x KO, because 2x KO, like they're saying they're coming out on the 9th, but it's still like, it's like open beta for like until the game officially comes out, right? So I don't know if that counts as like this game is officially out, right? Because they're still going to be fine tuning mechanics, adding new characters, and because that's the one thing with 2x KO, like they've been on the show floor for 3 years, but every year that they have been, they change something about the game's mechanics. So it's like you're relearning the game all over again because you're like, wait, this doesn't work anymore, or they changed this how it's supposed to be, or something like that, right? So like this footage that you're watching right now, this is like a old build, where none of these combos work anymore.
Yeah.
So it's weird. It's a weird state I think they're in.
I mean, I don't know. You're friends with the Cannon brothers and the heads of 2x KO over at Riot. So maybe an awkward question. Feel free to tell me shut the fuck up. Do you think it's like them learning how to do that for the first time that is causing a lot of that, and they're like relying too much on community feedback rather than just like being set in their ways? Kind of like how Tokon is just like, fuck it, we're putting it out there. This is how it's going to be.
I think with maybe the difference is that a lot of the people that are working on this game are from the fighting game community.
Yeah.
So maybe a lot of people are butting heads from what it seems like.
Too many cooks in the kitchen.
Because when I went to play Marvel Tokon, there wasn't nobody that I knew that was like working on the game from the fighting game community.
Got
But
it.
like with 2xKO, there's a lot of people that I'm like, oh, I know this guy, I know this guy, I know this guy, I know this guy. Like I know at least like maybe 10 to 12 people that play in fighting game tournaments working on 2xKO, right? So it's just like maybe they're like, hey, this is too good or this is not good enough. So there's way too many. I think there's way too many cooks in the kitchen.
Got it. Okay. Yeah, I mean, speaking as like a casual FGC player, and also speaking for Strippin, since he and I are kind of, he's a little bit better than me, probably a lot of bit better than me at fighting games. And we look at 2xKO and we're just like, I think we're good. Like, it's just, yeah, because it's, dude, getting in the game and like, kind of like how Justin explained it. We're like trying to learn, and the game is complicated. Like the routing and everything. I was just like, fucking, my brain hurt in 5 minutes. Whereas like Street Fighter or Tokon or something like that, I can jump in and be like, all right, I understand this combo, or even Guilty Gear Strive. I can jump in and be like, I get this. I understand how to make that connect. And 2xK, I was just like, this fucking sucks. I'm terrible at this, and I don't know how to get better. Like, and I just got my ass handed to me by everyone. I never had like a sense, unless I was playing on the like auto combo, which is kind of a newer system in fighting games now, where you can just like press one button over and over and it does like a simple combo. Unless I was doing that.
Were you fighting against those players?
The auto combos or
Yeah.
like, no, I was fighting against people that were like, there's Justin, what do they call it? It's a setting.
Can you choose like, I want to play against people that are not using auto combo?
No, it just throws you against whoever. I think I don't know if there's MMR, or at least there was MMR in like the skill-based matchmaking and
They have it. They had it in the beta.
Okay. So maybe I was just like auto comboing my way to the player threshold where people don't do that anymore, and they understand like the links and like proper combos to where they can do it without the auto combo and without the damage reduction, because I would just get my ass beat every fucking time. And Strippin was the same way. He was like, I'm good. Like I did not have fun.
It is very, very oppressive, like I mentioned. But I would say, you know what? I think JP, what we should try is if you team up with like, let's say me, and then
Justin, how's that gonna work? Because I'm just gonna swap to you and be like, get him.
No,
I'm gonna be like your little brother behind you.
No, but it's like I'll be in but I could be in your ear and be like, hey, look, like this is about to happen. You got to do this. Back off. Go in.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, Justin could have been like, so wait, you're blind and you have no arms or legs and you want to win? Okay, so if you team up with me.
Yeah. Look, I'm down to try, because that is one of the things that 2xKO is going to do, is you can have two players playing against one person. And yeah, that is part of their system, part of what they're trying to do, which I think is really awesome. But at the same time, you could yell whatever you want at me, Justin. I can promise you what you want me to do is not gonna happen.
You will be disappointed.
Yeah,
there will be disappointed.
Well, because for me, I have the most fun playing duels. I actually don't have that. I don't have much fun playing singles.
Oh wow!
But like when I was playing duels, even with like people that, like at EVO, I did like a thing at the Riot booth where I would team up with like a random fan on the stand versus another like pro player and a fan, right? And that was really, really fun because like even they don't know how to play, like I'm telling them, oh, you have to press this button and this button, and if you do that, then you'll be able to do this, right? And then they'll be able to figure it out. And I would say, all right, tag me in. So they'll tag me in, and then I would tell them, all right, I'm about to tag you in, so get ready. And they're like, okay, they're looking for it, right? So
yeah,
it's actually a bit easier, much easier, because you only have to worry about learning one character instead of two.
Sure. Maybe before we go to the tippy top, me and Strippin will do some tag team matches. And once we hate each other after about 2 hours because we keep just completely fucking everything up, I'll contact you.
I was gonna say one nice thing, and I hear Justin Wong being like, "Yeah, I love playing duos. I prefer playing duos." It's like, must be nice when you play duos, always doing well.
Yeah.
I feel like when two people are playing duos and you just suck for a long time, you start like getting on each other a little bit. But when you're playing duos and you're just always winning, I bet life's a party.
Oh man, how do you think Evo is gonna let people do like 2-player submissions for their tournaments for 2x scale?
I'm actually curious about that. Like,
Yeah.
I wonder if they'll allow two people can enter the tournament as 2 people, and then if you want to do singles that way. But I think they should make duels as like the official format.
Yeah,
I
that'd be
think they
fun.
yeah. I think just having 2v2, because if you think about it, every other fighting game is just 1v1, right? So you can stand out and not fight against the other tag fighting games because there's like a million of them coming out, and be like, we're a 2v2 tag fighting game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also be really cool to like, you would not only have esport pros that you like, but you'd also have like teams of them. Like,
Yes.
oh, I like this
Yeah.
guy, but I really like this guy when he's with this guy, and I really like that guy when he's. So it's like that could be really cool.
I think too, for like the showmanship of it.
Yeah.
If you're having 2v2, those other 2 players aren't playing. They can talk a lot of shit on stage.
Yeah, they can.
Two people fight, and 2 people, you know, like the arm wrestling competitions,
Yeah.
except no arm wrestling. They just stand on 2 sides looking at each other, and they just have to shit talk the whole time while their other buddies are playing, and then they sub out.
Yeah, that could be.
No,
that could be cool.
Don't you think if they did that, if they set it up that way, where it's always 2v2, they would have to do it like they do other games, where they separate them on the stage so they can communicate and not have the other team hear it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. If they're
They
trying to
do
set stuff up.
they do head to head already with the setups. So I think they could do that as well for 2x
Okay.
scale.
I'm gonna steal a question. We're talking about tournament setup because Zeke asked me this question when we were watching Evo a month ago.
Yeah.
The hiding input covers.
Oh. Yeah.
He was like, does that shit really matter? And I was like, yeah, like fighting game players can hear button slaps or can look over and like kind of see what they're doing. I'll pull up a video so people can see what I'm talking about. But for you as like a fighting game pro or former fighting game pro, does that shit actually matter?
I would say it does, just because there has been proof of it of it working. Because like, for example, if we're side to side, right, and you see me like jerk on my hand, you
Yeah.
know that I'm planning to do something, so then you can just hold back. I even have and it's hard to kind of like not look, because it's like you're not intentionally looking, but in your peripheral vision that you see it. So it's like it's already registered in your brain that something is coming, right? But the thing is, if I hide the inputs, you're not going to think about it, and you're more likely to get hit by it. So like there was a tournament, I would say in 2013, and it was Evo 2013,
Mhm.
and the best player from Mexico, Bala, was fighting against the best Korean player, Mad KOF. So they were playing the night before, like at a hotel room, and Bala destroyed Mad KOF like 10-0, right? And then Mad KOF came up with a plan at the finals to be like, hey, let me have a barrier, right?
Yeah.
So he can't see my inputs. So once he had the barrier on, Mad KOF
Yeah, this is one of the
actually
OGs.
won the tournament. Yeah, this one is like, I mean, they didn't develop the product yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's from 2 years ago.
You don't say.
It's actually kind of
So like, okay,
here's
okay,
a box
JB,
right here.
you know the Daigo parry, right?
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Like this
Right,
is
so
maybe
Daigo-
the evolution of this right here. Where you start
Evolution. So
putting boxes
Daigo
in.
had a wall in front of, like, side by side, so he can't see me.
Okay.
Because if
Wow.
he did see me, maybe I could distract him and actually ruin his timing for the parry.
Got it. Okay.
So it does matter. And I actually did a video recently with my friend, and he would do this. He would like kind of like jerk his head,
He
and
would
like because
feign inputs.
yeah, he would like pretend he's doing something and hit a fake button. And I'm like, what are you doing hitting a fake button, right? That's a thing that people do. Like it's a thing. They mentally they try to mess with you.
Yeah. No, that's kind of the
so you'd be like, what are you doing hitting a fake button? He'd look at me like, how'd you know it was a fake button?
Yeah. Because I'm like, nothing came out, that's why.
Nothing came out and I was listening. That's how
yeah. It's an IRL thing. It's an IRL thing.
Yeah. You just can't control it. It's not like you're gonna zone out and be like, yeah, I didn't hear the button.
Yeah, yeah. It's wild that that's the level of competition that I think fighting game tournaments are at. But now, you know, I showed the like cloth and I showed the Amazon box. Now there's like plastic sponsored you know, fighting game peripheral companies that make them. Like, do you know any of the brands that I can show? I forget who makes it.
It's called
is Kidia?
It's called AS. No, it's called ASI. I think Golden Lever. Hold on, let me. It's from. I know it's from Indonesia.
Golden what?
It's called the Golden Lever.
Lever. Okay.
Yeah. Because they make us. I'm trying to see what's it called. Is it called the
Golden Lever? Is like a stick from ASI.
Yeah, but then they were the ones that first made the cover. Because when I went to show floors, I see them like have the cover available, but I don't think they sell it. I think
I don't see it on their site.
Yeah, but they're the ones that I first saw them use it like as like for their pros and everything. Hold on, wait. Let me see. I got it.
Okay. Hit me on Twitter. Or here you can use it in VMix.
Here you go.
Perfect. Okay. Wait, what the hell did you send me? I don't know what you just sent me. You sent me text, Justin.
That was the edge of. That's hold on.
I'm going to their media site. Let's see if I can find it. Here. This is what you sent me. Is this what you're trying to show me? Wow, this is the world's smallest image. This right here?
Yeah.
Yeah. Where it's like the little plastic container that goes around the edge of the
so that's what they're making for that stick.
Got it. Yeah, I mean,
oh God, it took me a second. I was like, it's not put together. I was like, you can peek through that easy.
Yeah, I mean,
but no, it snaps together and like makes a shell. Yeah, it's like you're playing in a turtle shell. It's
when money's on the line, like, and the money's gotten crazy. Like, yeah, of course they're gonna have this. Like, that's gonna be a thing.
Crazy pots these days.
Yeah,
and especially, dude, when Riot hits the scene, like, oh, that's gonna be nuts.
Yeah,
it's gonna be crazy.
We'll see. Do you think Justin and apologies puts you in an awkward spot because maybe you already know? Do you think they're gonna wait for like full release, or will they start doing tournaments in the open beta that they're gonna launch in like a week or two?
I think the way it looks like, judging off their socials, I think they want to build a community first before maybe investing. Like, because I think the worst, like certain like companies, like let's say like NRS, like the Mortal Kombat games, they'll just like release a Mortal Kombat and be like, all right, we're having a $250,000 tournament in like 10 months.
Yeah.
Right. But the thing is, it's like it's like, I would say it's like kind of like spoiling the community, because whenever this happened before, whenever they stop supporting like the game, the community like stops playing the game. So it's like you're not keeping the community alive.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yep.
So I think with Riot's approach, I think they're trying to like build a community first before investing like big money tournaments. So I think that's the better way to. It might take longer, obviously, but the thing is, you know, you want to make sure people that are playing the game are actual fans and they love the game, and then you want to invest a bit more into the scene.
Yeah, I mean, you put money, you put a massive pot out there, people are going to fight for it, right? Like if there's a massive number next to it, people will sign up for the tournament. But if you have the community built first, it's definitely the proper way of handling things, I think. Speaking of money and the FGC, you guys had some news recently where PlayStation purchased EVO and now PlayStation's out of EVO. And there's a different company that do you know the whole specifics of how that worked? Like PlayStation sold it or gave it to someone else, and then
I just know it's like an India like group.
Okay.
I don't know what that group is because I never heard of them before until now. But it seems like Sony's like sold their stake, and then but they're
Yeah.
still gonna be supporting Evo with like Sony sponsoring Evo. But I think they're like, all right, we'll just give up our ownership
Yeah.
of it instead.
Mm.
My thing is more of like, does that mean we're gonna have Evo India or
Oh,
something?
that could be wild. That could be crazy. Yeah.
That'd be
Right.
cool.
So
Because there's already there's Evo US in Vegas. There's Evo Japan. And there's Evo. Where's it in Europe?
France.
Is it France?
Yeah, France.
That's the first one's
Yep.
happening soon, right?
Yeah, first one's happening in October,
And it's
then
already sold
they
out,
also,
I think.
I don't think it's sold out. No,
Oh,
no,
was
no.
it? Maybe it was
Maybe
record breaking or
for
something. There was something along
yeah,
the lines.
it's record breaking.
Yeah, where they
It's
had
like
enough to make another one. Where they already announced next year they're going back. Or whatever.
yes, and then there's Evo Singapore that nobody knows what's up with that one.
Oh, okay.
So there's not a lot of information on that one in particular.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of Evo events, it seems like. So I don't know if they're gonna do more Evo stuff. I think for sure like Japan and Vegas are like the guaranteed ones every year.
Yeah.
I think maybe for like France, like they're like,
Well-
okay, it's record breaking. We'll have another one. Who knows? We'll do a third one.
Yeah. What were we gonna say, Co?
I was gonna say, well, the Vegas one is sure as long as it's still around.
Yeah.
True. Yeah. True. Nodwin Gaming, by the way, is the company out of India. They are this website saying they're a global force in esports events and production in games like PUBG and Valorant. I thought it was interesting because Nodwin Gaming purchased this, and they also joined RTS, which Pokimane is the co-founder of. So
Yeah.
essentially, in a roundabout way, Pokimane got paid because PlayStation sold money to not or sold Evo to Nodwin Gaming.
What?
Yeah, dude. That's crazy,
Okay.
right? Yeah. Dude, did you ever meet Stuart, by the way, Co, from Twitch? I think it's Stuart Saw. I think he was European Twitch, maybe not. But he is also one of the co-founders of RTS. So him and Pokey and one other person or two other people are co-founders of that company that have stake
RTS
in
is
Evo.
a talent. What do they do exactly?
Yeah, RTS. I'll give you the full name.
I remember seeing the announcement for that, but I didn't know at the time. Like,
RTS.gg is, yes. It says they're the apex of creator economy and esports to help creators, brands, and publishers make a long-term impact across gaming. So, yeah, they've got Pokemon, Disguised Toast, Box, Choco Bars, Peter Park, Starspin, Angels, Kimmy, Fan, a handful of creators, and then Evo. But they also work with like Epic Games, PUBG, Perfect World, Riot, Valve, all that stuff. So
damn.
yeah, they're doing well. I didn't know if the FGC necessarily like took a stance or cared about all that. I know the FGC was like super big on Pokey when when that whole thing first happened, where she was getting tagged and everything nonstop. I think you even took part in that as well.
Yeah, it was pretty funny. But she went to Evo like 2 years for, I think, when RTS first got announced. So that was pretty cool to see her just walking around the show floor.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. What else? I'm trying to think if
I have
go ahead, Zeke.
I have a question to ask, like, that I've been wondering, like, is actually I have a few questions that I've written down.
Take it
this time. Is Evo the championship that people want to win most, or is it better to win something like a single game focused competition like Final Combat or something like that? Like, what is the prestige? The e-peen that you want to swing around?
This is like a interesting topic because people have been now weighing like what's more important now, right? Because Evo's been there like since the beginning of time, and it's usually the hardest tournament to win because like it's a big open tournament, right? But now it's like if you win, first place is like $12,000 or something, so it's like it's kind of like low for becoming like the world champion, right? But if you win like Capcom Cup, which is like Capcom's like big tournament, you have to qualify from winning other events to get into the final tournament. First place gets $1 million. So like it's a big difference.
And they do that
in
every
terms of
year?
prize money. Yeah, this is their 3rd year doing the $1 million tournament now.
Wow.
Street 6.
Damn, dude. Hell yeah. Jeez, I didn't realize they
Yeah.
gotten that big.
Yeah, and then there's
Wow.
another tournament called SNK World Championships, which is happening this October and Halloween weekend at DreamHack Atlanta, and for their new fighting game Fatal Fury: Sea of the Wolves, and first place on that one gets $1.5 million.
And how are you feeling about Fatal Fury?
All right, so I was very like super
All right.
into this game. All right, I was like, man, I was one of the biggest supporters of how much I love this game, and it was like super fun. But they just never balanced it. It's just been the same 3 characters dominating the meta. So it's like the mirror matches. It's like it's gonna be a lot of the same matches. Like there's not a lot of variety.
Yeah.
So I'm like a bit disappointed in that personally.
Yeah.
As a viewer, that is also disappointing as well, because I much rather watch like a top 8 with 8 different characters rather than a top 8 with 3. You know?
Yeah. So Street Fighter 6 does a great job with like a lot of people are like playing different characters and getting results with every character. I think they were like for the Esports World Cup Street Fighter 6 tournament, like I think there was only maybe like 3 repeat characters out of like 48 players. So that's like pretty big.
Damn. Yeah, that's real good.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah.
Team must feel pretty good about that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So to go back to my previous question, like we were talking about, like you said, like there's a prestige and then there's money. Like which one is better? I'm guessing one is better.
Yeah, like 12,000. You can win EVO with $12,000, or you can win Capcom Cup $1 million, right? So obviously the money is a huge difference, but I think EVO is at a point where they're having EVO Vegas, EVO Japan, EVO France, so you don't even get the bragging rights anymore of saying like, yeah, I'm the best for 1 year,
right?
Right.
Oh.
It's just regional now.
Like, yeah, so you get like
So there's
like
no
the best
global?
what. Vegas was supposed to be the global, because Vegas it was only supposed to be once a year, but now they're expanding. Think of it as like it's like tennis, where you have like the big 4 tennis tournaments. So it's like it's kind of like that for EVO now. So it's like now people are like, yeah, it's cool to win EVO, but I think more people now are more wanting to win.
So wait a second.
Cup or SK finals.
So what's it called when you win all of them? That's a Grand Slam.
Nobody has.
No one has.
Oh,
yeah. Hasn't been
so
done
whoever
before.
does it gets to name it. Is that how it works?
Yeah, maybe. There's two. There's.
Oh,
I mean, Mena RD is pretty close, right?
Yeah. Mena RD is currently the closest to if he wins EVO France, then he could say he won the Grand Slam the whole year.
Damn, dude.
Yeah.
Very nice. Cool.
So let me throw that back at you then, Justin. As someone who is now tied, prior to 2025, you were the winningest EVO champion at 8 championships. And now you're tied with Sonic Fox with 8 apiece. Do you look at that record do you look at like 2025, 2026, 2027 future EVO titles as like not as impressive?
No, they're very impressive. But I have 9 EVO.
Oh, 9. Sorry. My bad.
Hey,
My bad.
JP,
buddy.
A real friend would have known that. Just throwing that out there.
My bad. I forgot one. I forgot.
knew he
So
had
wait,
9.
is Sonic Fox then at 8 and you're at 9?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sonic Fox at 8.
So you're still the winningest then.
Yeah. So my thing is
I'm fucking canceled.
because
I'm
there's
over,
so
guys.
many
We gotta find
because there's so many EVOs. Like you could just kind of catch up very easily now, right?
Oh yeah.
So that's like,
4
yeah.
a year.
yeah, like 4 year. So I do think records are obviously like meant to be broken, right? That's obviously like a thing, and with the amount of EVOs and everything, it's gonna be pretty cool to see who does it. Like obviously Sonic Fox is the closest, but I think maybe Arslan Ash might do it before Sonic Fox, because Arslan Ash,
because of Tekken, yeah.
yeah, because he wins all the EVO Tekken tournaments, and like because there's 3 a year, he can win 3 a year.
Mm.
Mortal Kombat or NRS games, they're only available in America because I think it's like banned in like other countries. So like they'll never have like a Mortal Kombat game coming out. Well, they'll never have a Mortal Kombat title at like EVO Japan or EVO. Maybe they could have an EVO France, but not EVO Japan for sure. So Solid would have to wait till Vegas every year to like try to win one.
Yeah. So just the number of events will put Arslan up faster. That makes sense.
Yeah, but there might be. I mean, I keep seeing rumors of Injustice 3, so who knows? That might be a new game coming out.
Yeah. Some of the voice actors kind of fucked that up on Twitter this past week. So,
is that the reason?
Yeah, some voice actors were out there talking about Injustice 3 and who they're voicing.
That's funny.
Like that. So, announcement soon-ish, if not maybe this December at the Game Awards. Yeah, maybe Game Awards is where
I can see that.
Yeah. But yeah, it's always interesting to like look back at where the FGC was, back 15, 10, 20 years ago and where it's at today. It's like night and day difference in terms of just the scope and size of everything.
There's just too many games for me that's coming out. That's where I look at it. I'm like, every time a new fighting game gets announced, 2 more gets announced like 3 weeks later or something.
Yeah. But as a content creator, do you welcome that? But as a competitor, do you not welcome that? Like, is there a difference there for you?
I think for competitor, most people now are only like, there's not many multi-fighting game specialists anymore. Because so many people are good at fighting games now. It's a lot easier to get into fighting games now because there's resources, there's data like online. You could just kind of like use that as like your learning scope. But for content creators, I guess it's a great idea. It's great for sure. It's just hard because it's like people want to obviously get good at the game, so that they want to rely on you to like show them how do I get good at this game. So I get asked to play like a new fighting game every week. Like, hey, can you try this? Can you try this new character? Can you try this new DLC? Can you play this game? Can you learn this? So it's like, I'm like, no, I can't really do all that. It's a lot.
That's too much.
How do you pick?
Yeah.
Just what you like more?
Yeah, it's pretty much what I like more. Like I don't stick with just one fighting game a lot. I don't know how other people could do that. Me personally, it's like if I wake up and I'm like, you know what, I want to play this game today. That's kind of like how I decide my day usually. If I choose to stream that day.
Very cool.
Makes sense. Go ahead, Zeke.
No, we were talking about like you were talking about Aslan, and you're talking about Sonic Fox, you're talking about like players and stuff, and I just had a kind of a tangent question that someone in my chat kind of asked that I kind of like boiled down into like, I just want to know how much of your like, I'll just read it as I wrote it. How much goes into playing the player or playing your game?
Me personally, I usually play the player because if I don't have a lot of time to get better at a specific fighting game, I would have to rely on like my knowledge and experience from past fighting games to beat the person. Like I had a exhibition match at EVO against like a Japanese female player named Betty, and she plays Street Fighter 6 a lot. Like, and her MR, like her rating points were like 2300, which is like top 100 in the world. And like I don't really get to play Street Fighter 6 too much, so I was probably still at like 1500. Right? So there's an 800 gap. But I did beat her at EVO. And because I beat her at EVO, like I was telling everybody that she's a better Street Fighter 6 player than me, but I'm a better fighting game player than her. So meaning like I knew how to like see her weaknesses a lot more than before she was able to use the game mechanics to beat me. So that was like my thing was like she, in terms of Street Fighter 6 engine, she uses a lot better than me, but in terms of like understanding of just like back and forth pacing, how to like understand the person's habit. I have a better understanding of that, and that's why I was able to beat her.
Do you think it's a more valuable skill to be able to play the game well or to be able to play the player well?
Oh man, I think I would say to play the player well is better than understanding how to play the game better, because that means you would be able to take that knowledge and use it for any fighting game. While like if you only were good at Street Fighter 6, if you tried a new fighting game, you might take a much longer time to get better or to get good at a new fighting game. So I guess that's like the biggest difference, because it's like if you know how to play the player, then like you can just have the basic understanding of like the game mechanics, and that will take you a lot farther when 10 new fighting games come out compared to if you were really good at 6 and you played Tekken 8 or Fatal Fury. You don't know where to start from there.
Yeah. How do you prepare? Like, okay, I know I have a game against Justin Wong tomorrow. What do I do? Like, how do I prepare to face you? Like, do I try and grab a player that plays like him?
I would just drink as much as possible, not show up.
Just get drunk and go cry.
Yeah. Just at least have a good time, because you're not going to tomorrow when you find
it's the same advice they give to adults that invest. Don't get anywhere near Justin with money you can't lose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there you go.
Very true.
He's gonna take all your Coke Zero and your lady.
That's right.
Yep. Just don't do
that. That's crazy.
He's gonna come over to your house, drink your Coke Zero, thank your wife for it, and beat your ass in front of him
for $5,000.
And then he's gonna smile and thank you when he leaves.
No,
he's gonna be nice
for me,
time. And you're gonna tell him thanks for beating my ass when he leaves.
I mean, it was a nice house though, that's for sure.
I still don't know what it meant when he said get Wazzled, but okay.
Oh my god.
I usually just watch people's footage. Like if I'm playing against somebody that I know that I have to play against, like I'll watch their matches and see like what's their strength and what's their weaknesses. So like for this one, for Betty, like I watched a lot of her matches like while traveling, and I'm like, okay, I understand how she plays. I'll understand how to beat her. So then I would do that for like any other match, or even if I enter a tournament, I would see like who's going to be at that tournament and just watch a lot of their matches. Usually that helps a lot, but I don't think when people watch, they might not know what to look for. That's like the main thing. Because they're like, man, they'll just watch it like, damn, they look too good. How am I supposed to beat them, right? I try to look for like situations on like, okay, this person got hit here. Why did this person get hit here, right? And then I would try to use that to my advantage.
Makes sense.
No, it absolutely, like that makes total sense, because when I was talking to my chat about you being on tomorrow, like I was talking yesterday, so yeah, we're gonna have Jay Wong on tomorrow, like let's like, and everybody was like, look up that clip, the EVO Moment 37 or whatever it is.
I'm not making them watch that.
Like,
I'm not pulling that up.
I had seen it before, but a lot of people hadn't. It's like, do you know who Justin Wong is? They're like, I've heard the name. Like, here, just watch this, and that makes absolute sense, because that was studying. What happened in that clip was you going, I know what's going to happen here. I know how to defend against this, and I know how to win afterwards. Like that's exactly like what you just said. Was like I labbed it. I watched it. I watched the tapes, and I was like, bam, 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 parry, 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 and done.
Wait, hold on, Zeke. What do you think happened in EVO Moment?
Isn't that?
I was thinking about the same thing.
Didn't he perfect parry? Like
he was the one that got perfect parried, Zeke.
Yeah, I got parried.
He got demolished in that instance.
My point still stands, though.
No, your point still stands. But I just
someone knew what you were gonna do then. Sorry, I thought it was the opposite. I honestly, all these years, I thought it was the other way around.
No.
I swear to God.
You know what? At least Zeke knew how many times he'd won. I mean, let's be real.
That's true. That is true.
No, I had to get him back. Closely at it. I was like, wow, that was
these things
amazing.
come in 3. Okay, Code's gonna fuck up later, and then we're done. Then we're closing the show.
No, listen.
Do I need to apologize right now?
There's nothing I can get.
No, it's
do I have
a joke.
to say I'm sorry?
No, we're joking.
No, I swear to God, I thought it was you this whole time.
You really?
I appreciate that. Thank you. Keep thinking that too.
Yeah. No, seriously, I did.
God.
I
Yeah.
don't make mistakes when Justin Wang is on this show. Okay.
Okay.
So I need
All
you
right.
to just buckle up a little bit.
Fantastic. Yeah. It's that whole moment. I think it's wild how much people have farmed that clip on you. I feel sorry every single fucking time it happens.
That clip is what every single human strives to find in their life.
Yeah.
It is literally, it is somebody who is the absolute best at what they're doing getting owned. Like everyone loves seeing those clips. I mean, that's
yeah, they do.
It's great. Like we love that stuff. It's the it's the underdog stuff. Like, oh my God. Like if it had happened to anyone else, I bet you that clip wouldn't be half as popular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's also just a hype as fuck moment. So like
that's true. My God, dude. I barely knew what I was watching when I saw it the first time. And by the end of it, I was excited.
Yeah.
I didn't even like understand the inputs and like the tech blocking and stuff when I first saw it. But yeah.
Yeah. And it doesn't bother me just because like the amount of people that came up to like tell me how they got to fighting games because of that moment. I think that's like a cool thing.
That's awesome.
Because it's like, imagine if that moment doesn't exist, that means you might not be part of like playing fighting games or wanting to learn how to play fighting games, right? So I always appreciate stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, at EVO this past year, they had the EVO Museum where you could go up and try to like do the moment of parrying.
Yeah, see that was a low blow. Though, you know what I mean? that was a low blow.
I mean, that's fucking crazy.
I didn't even go. I didn't go check it out. But like,
I wouldn't, man.
People would tag me. They got the setup. They got the CRT. Like they bust out the relics to showcase.
It's fucked up.
No, dude. Speaking of that clip though, like not what was in the clip, but just watching the clip, like how much EVO has changed since then. 'Cause that looked like an old ass like
warehouse.
How it felt in like the arcade, and the smell in there, like the sweat and the heat from everybody just crowding around one little monitor and like just watching it so intently, and like the shitty video quality of the fucking clip itself is just terrible. And it just reminds me of the days like going back to like your first like foray into like junior high school, going into an arcade, and like Aladdin's Castle back when it was dark and dank and smelled like cigarettes and like sweat and stuff like that, watching your first Mortal Kombat game and going, oh my God, what is this? That was that clip had so much nostalgic like value for me. It was great.
Yeah
that was at Cal Poly's like they rented out like kind of like a conference room from at Cal Poly Pomona College. So that was where it was at. Yeah, so EVO used to be in arcades at little college campuses, and it grew all the way to Vegas, which is pretty impressive, I would say.
Yeah,
man.
Yeah. I mean, I remember back even when I was at MLG and MLG was trying to like get in with the FGC, and EVO was like, nah, we're our own thing. We do our own thing. And like the whole esports versus FGC bullshit started back then.
But they were part of it one year.
Yeah. I don't think things went well though, because
I heard it didn't. I heard it didn't. I think that was 2005, I think.
Yeah, that sounds about right. It was wasn't that around Street Fighter 5 launch? No, that was earlier than that, actually.
Yeah, 2005. This is
it was
when
Mortal Kombat or something.
No. This is before MOG took off.
Maybe so. Yeah, it's been too fucking long.
This is way before MOG became like they started having like Smash Brothers in their circuits, like way before then.
Yeah. It was a long time ago. One last thing, by the way, this Betty versus Justin Wong thing, that exhibition match that happened at EVO, just so people are aware, Betty is a Japanese content creator, and she goes and hunts. How would you tell me What's the thing? I don't want to disrespect you. I've already done so.
It's called OG Hunt, and what it means is like yeah, she's hunting for uncles. You know,
Oh.
yeah. She's hunting
Wow.
the old school legends
Yeah.
and beating them in Street Fighter 6. So
Yeah.
she was on I think a 4 uncle win streak, and then she wanted to fight against me at Evo, but I took the streak though, you know.
Yeah.
So
And
she couldn't do the Randy Orton on me, you know. That's for sure.
So she's a younger person going around trying to take out aging pros.
yes.
Is that do we call that like a Jake Paul? What do we call that?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah. Pretty much.
That was a good one. That's a good analogy.
Yeah, people are calling this is like a Jake Paul match. They were saying,
Good.
because a lot of people had me losing because they know that I don't play Street Fighter 6 that much.
Mm-hmm.
But like I said, she's a better Street Fighter 6 player than me. I'm just a better fighting game player than her.
Yeah. It was close. I mean, you guys went to the third game, if I recall, right? Third best of 10. Yeah, third 10 or first to 10, not best of 10. First to 10. Yeah. It was good fun. It's about an hour long. You guys can go watch it. It's on Evo's YouTube channel.
Speaking of,
go ahead.
Go ahead, JB.
No. Go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, this is a real easy question. Do you have a favorite fighting game to watch right now? Like at this moment?
Watch not like
Yeah,
to
spectate.
Probably Street Fighter 6 because I think like there's probably maybe 200 players that could win first place if it's their day.
That's it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Or
So
just a lot.
I like the fact that it's not just like guaranteed the same, familiar faces that would be in the top 8. It could be random like number 120 that gets first place this tournament. So I like the fact that Street Fighter 6 is so diverse right now.
Yeah.
Is that just because of how well it's balanced?
I think it's because of the infrastructure of the people playing the game. Like if you look at Japan playing Street Fighter 6, it's so huge there. Like it's like their biggest one of their biggest esports is Street Fighter 6 in Japan. So I think that is pretty impressive, and that has accumulated so many new, stronger players. And then because the world sees that, they're like, man, we want to get to that level, because if they get good enough and they go to Japan, like all the Japanese fans, they know who the international players are.
Really?
So they get like,
That's awesome.
so they get so much love with like, kind of like it's like a little bit of celebrity status in Japan right now if you're a top Street Fighter 6 player.
That's sick.
That's cool.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's big same.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's badass.
Now, do you think that Street Fighter 6 is the best? I don't know how to word it. Like best coded game? Like is it the best fighting game at its core than the other fighting games?
I think so. Yeah, I think as a complete package, it's better than all the other fighting games, all the other modern fighting games out there right now. So I would confidently say that. Just even though people might say it's a Capcom bias thing, but if you think about like single player mode, they have the World Tour, which open world type of thing, RPG style. So that's really cool. No, I don't think other fighting games have that. And then they have 2 different controls. They have the classic controls for like the old heads, and they have modern controls for people that are not like really good at fighting games to like get into fighting games. So I think that's really cool. The only thing I think I would say if I have to like put kind of like a negative thing on Street Fighter 6 is that they just take long times to make new costumes. I just don't like their skins. They take a long, like sometimes I want to have new skins as frequent as possible, but like Street Fighter 5 where they had a poor launch, they were shitting out costumes like every month.
Yeah.
Like, right. So like Chun-Li, I think Chun-Li had like 25 different costumes that you can buy. We're in like our 3rd year of Street Fighter 6, and it's only been like 2 costumes for each character. So it's like, man, I want more.
A couple of those costumes were really, really great to look at.
Yeah, I mean those summer skins.
Yeah, I played
summer ones.
Well, they gave the fans what they wanted. Like immediately, like, I know we're slow on the costumes, but here's what you want. Here you go, guys.
I saw one for Chun-Li that was particularly great.
Yeah.
The bikini costume.
It might have been. I wasn't paying attention.
It might have
Yeah.
been. Yeah, you know, if you ever boot up Street Fighter 6, I'm gonna tell you the secret tech. All right, if you ever boot up Street Fighter 6, you get the Chun-Li costume, and you have and put her as like the player 2, and then you pick Sagat as player 1. Right, he's the latest DLC character. If you do his level 3 super, like his like finishing attack,
Oh God.
he kicks the shin of Chun-Li. And when he kicks the shin of the Chun-Li, the camera zooms into the back and you just see the jiggle effects at its core. So
At its core or her core?
her core.
Oh God.
Thank you. What you
Hold
said.
on, hold on.
Okay,
Can you
I think
say
I
it
own
again
that. Let me
slower?
just go ahead and download
I don't
it real
type
quick.
very fast. Yeah, can you say that? Just okay. Sagat.
Okay.
Just go on
versus
Twitter.
Chun-Li.
It's all
I was
over
gonna say we
Twitter.
can
Low
Sagat versus
kick.
Chun-Li.
just YouTube it.
It's all over Twitter. That's
It's
why
70%
the
of
second
YouTube right
that he
now,
was like,
probably.
just pick Sagat, I knew where we were going. I knew what the goof was. I knew what was
Yo,
happening.
and you know what's crazy? They released the character and the costume at the same time. So Capcom knew what they were doing with
100%.
this. Yeah.
100%. Yeah. I know you joked about this earlier about just not having time. Have you played Lily at all in Guilty Gear Strive?
Oh, Lucy.
Or Lucy. Yeah, not Lily.
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, I did. I actually like her a lot. She's pretty cool. The one thing I did like about her is that like she could like hack into your like she has a hacking super, so I think that was like really awesome where you could choose like damage over time or like lower their super gauge, increase their super gauge, you get health back. So it felt like she was like a RPG character. I liked it a lot. I don't know how good she is because they did release a big patch where every character is different now. So when I went online and I fought certain characters, I'm like, oh shit, this character is freaking cool now too. So I want to play this character now. So it made me not want to play Lucy as much because I saw how cool the other characters were.
Yeah. How's
So-
May doing? How's May doing?
She's still the same
Ah,
Totsugeki.
okay.
Nothing really changed with her though. So
All right.
yeah, it's hard to change her, but the other characters they changed a lot.
How
Got
do
it.
you change perfection, JP?
That's
I know-
true. That's true. I saw someone tagged me on a tweet the other day of a FGC player who had a dolphin arcade stick. It was the
Oh, yeah.
dolphin from May. It was I
Yeah.
don't know if he's a May pro, but it was pretty badass. I was a little jelly.
I think you could buy. I think that's an official joystick. You could
Oh,
buy
that's
that.
official. Oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
I don't need to
don't
know
tell him
that.
this.
I don't.
Yeah,
fucking
don't
need to
tell
know
him
that,
this.
you son of a bitch.
It's an official joystick from Arc System Works, so you could buy that if you want.
Oh.
God damn it. I'll probably have to look into that after the show. Maybe in this next segment. Well, real quick, you don't only play fighting games, and I was talking to you prior to the show. Shinobi came out this past week. You finished it. You played a little bit online. Shinobi Art of the Vengeance. It's you pitched the game. You really like this, right?
Yo, it's really fun. Yeah, like it. So did you play Streets of Rage 4?
No, but I'm very familiar with it. I'm very
Yeah,
familiar
so
with
it's the same. It's the same people that made Streets of Rage 4, like in terms of the combo system. So like if you're a fighting game player, you can just go crazy with the combos, and I think that's really fun about it. The platforming, as I would say, it's not as hard unless you do like the special levels. They have like these secret levels or whatever. Those are like the hard platforming parts. But going through the game, it kind of reminded me of like the classic of like Sega Genesis, right, version where it's like it's hard, but obviously this one's a lot easier compared to the other ones.
Yeah.
And the one thing is like I didn't expect this game to be people would say it's a Metroidvania,
Yeah.
right? Where it's like you have to like leave and then come back when you learn other skills. So I think that was really cool because I just thought it was going to be like a straightforward side scroller the whole entire time. But I would say the only thing that I would be a little disappointed about, I thought the bosses were too easy.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were. I think a lot of people would agree if after you play, it's like, oh, it is kind of easy,
Yeah.
like the bosses, but the levels are harder than the bosses.
Interesting. Because I would say we were talking about Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. I would say the inverse, where the levels are easier than the bosses. The bosses in Ninja Gaiden Ragebound are pretty difficult. Like I was stuck on a couple of them for 30 or 40 minutes.
Yeah, I watched the trailer for Ragebound because that's the next game I want to play after playing Shinobi, and it looked like the bosses are harder.
Yeah.
Because the bosses here, like you do it, as the character Shinobi, like Joe, like his name is Joe, like he does a lot
Joe
of damage.
Shinobi.
Like
Yeah.
Yeah, Joe Musashi.
Yeah,
Okay, I was gonna say it's not really his name.
it's not his name.
Yeah.
It's Joe Musashi. Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just I think because how strong the combo system is, like you can kind of like, if you know the combo routes, you could do a lot of damage before the boss recovers and has like the little invo thing that they do, and it's easy to dodge as well too. It's not like it's hard to dodge. So I never got to a situation where I like died frequently to a boss. I mainly died frequently to the stage compared to the boss.
Got it. Okay. All right. How long did it take you? Because Ragebound was about 7 to 8 hours.
So I think this would be similar, but I wanted to 100% the game. So it took me 10 hours and 30 minutes to 100% the game.
Okay. Awesome.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Nice.
Yeah, I love the art style of Shinobi. I thought was fantastic. The different levels that I saw were incredible looking. I would say that they definitely stand out more so than Ninja Gaiden, because Ninja Gaiden's going for that like old school side scroller, like Ninja Gaiden feel, where this is more like graphic and stylized, almost kind of anime-esque with their visuals in it. It looks really, really good.
No, it's fun. It's definitely a really fun playthrough, especially if you're like, if you know Shinobi, then you're like, okay, I'm gonna love it. If you don't know it, you're like, okay, it's one of those games where it's super easy to get into because the music and the artwork, it's like you mentioned, it's really good.
Yeah. Reviewed super well as well. How are you
this
feeling?
come out?
Yeah, this is already out.
When did it come out?
This past week, I think.
Oh, just last week. Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, it came out this week.
Yeah. I think on the 29th, if I recall correctly.
29th and 26th if you have like the deluxe edition.
Oh, okay. A little early access.
Yeah, they do. Every game does the early access.
Every game does that now. Yeah, that's how it goes. Before we let you go, I got to ask, where are you on the Silksong fandom? Are you hyped for this week? Are you not really into the Silksong? Where are you at?
I never played Hollow Knight, but I plan to play Hollow Knight.
Okay.
Because people were telling me I should play it, and then I played the first chapter, and I got lost, but I figured it out eventually, and now I'm like, okay, this is pretty cool. I just want to get the moves. Like I want to learn how to get all the moves, because I'm just regular / attack at the moment.
Yeah. It takes a little while to start unlocking that stuff. I saw Max was playing it, and so I think a lot of like FGC folk are seeing him playing and fall in love with it for the first time, so they're following suit a little bit before Silksong.
How long is the game though? That's the real question.
Silksong? I don't know.
No, like the first Hollow Knight.
Oh,
depends on if you want 100%.
20 hours? Yeah, 20 hours if you want to see a good amount of stuff, I think. If you want 100%, it goes deep. Like there's a lot of shit in that game.
That game goes big. Multiple endings, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's multiple endings. There's like hidden bosses that are like super bosses. There's hidden platforming areas that are
But I mean, it's
crazy.
all awesome. There's a reason that everyone's so pumped for the second one. Like it's a very it's like an iconic, unique experience.
If you're doing like a story run, like a first playthrough run, not 100%, about 20 hours, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I want to try. I want to try out before fighting games become busy again, because Marvel Tokon comes out, or at least the beta comes out next week.
That's the same day as Silksong, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they both launch on Thursday. Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, and then the following week is 2XKO on the 9th, I think, of September. That's when that launches.
Yeah, the 9th.
Yeah. Are you going to go hard on the open beta for 2XKO? It's a weird game.
I think I'll go hard for sure for Marvel Tokon.
Okay.
But for 2XKO, like, I'll play Blitzcrank. And
yeah. See what he's all about.
That'll be, yes. But I don't think I'll play a lot of 2XKO compared to, like, Marvel Tokon, though. I think, like, Marvel Tokon, I want to play, like, at least 12 hours a day.
Non-stop, yeah. Like, super into it. Yeah. I'm eager for that, too. I hope I get into the closed beta. It looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. And I hope I'm not, like you said, swamped by 4 characters and I can just focus on, like, one dude and
just pick one. No,
not get my ass beat, et cetera, et cetera.
If you had to pick one, did you know which one you want to play?
I mean, I think Doctor Doom's pretty badass. A lot of the, I really hope that they put Cyclops in that game. I want a Cyclops.
Yeah, me too.
But of like the characters that are announced for the beta, I would probably say Doom. Doom looks pretty
Okay,
sick.
Doom is pretty cool. I would recommend Captain America.
Okay, is he good for idiots like myself?
No, I think he's just really cool.
Oh, okay,
And
fantastic.
like when he naturally when he throws his shield, it like comes back like a boomerang, right? But with this shield in Tokon, you can kick it back like it's windjammers.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
There's like a timing element to it?
Yeah, so you can keep kicking the shield so it doesn't have to return to you. So I think that's a pretty cool aspect of the game, or at least the take of the character.
Yeah.
So he never had that in his fighting game history
Yeah.
until now.
He was more of a brawler, like just straight brawler in the old school stuff. Yeah. Cool. I will definitely check him out. Zeke or Co, any final questions, comments for Justin before we let him go here and get back to his Sunday afternoon?
I just want to say we really appreciate your time, man. It's awesome what you've done, and appreciate you coming on and talking about it. It's very interesting.
Of course. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
One easy question. What is the next hype thing that we should watch?
Like tournament wise?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't know.
He just wrapped up like a 3-month tour of the world on, honestly.
Yeah. I guess EVO France in October will be pretty hype.
Okay.
Here we go.
Yeah, that'll be fun. That'll be fun.
Go into it.
I gotta ask.
I don't know yet, actually.
Oh, okay. I gotta ask.
I want to. Yeah.
How's your the last time we spoke? Your daughter was learning the hitbox. Is she still a threat on that?
No,
or-
she plays Astrobot now.
Oh damn. Okay.
She loves Astrobot. Like
Great game.
I think she can speedrun, not like real speedrun, but to me it's like she could
Not
beat
yet.
it like
We're getting her there. We're working her up.
Yeah, she could beat the game in 3 to 4 hours. Which
damn.
is
Okay. I mean that's
good.
Okay.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Go.
Got it. You're training it up.
Yeah, man.
Training it up. Well, Justin, we'll have you do some shout outs. I know you stream it a bunch. Tell people where they can check you out and what you got coming up.
Yeah, you guys can find me on twitch.tv/jwong with 3 Gs. Same on social on Twitter and Instagram, jwong 3 Gs. And for YouTube, just type in my name, Justin Wong, on YouTube, and you'll be able to find me there. Pretty easy to find me, actually.
Don't pay attention to the fact that says 8-time chat. Okay, that's a typo. That's a typo.
I wasn't gonna say anything.
That's not on JP. That's on his graphic person.
That's on PJ, the graphics person for the show, not JP.
Typo. Is that what a typo is? Okay. No, it's
Still
cool.
a typo.
Redefining a word. That's fine. That's fine. Okay.
Fantastic. Justin, thank you so much for coming on. I'm sure I'll be in your DMs this week trying to get you to come teach me how to play Tokon.
Yeah, I got you, bro. If you want to play Tokon or duels in 2xKO, let me know. I got you. I'm sure. Like I said, you'll have a lot more fun playing duels in 2xKO instead of solos. Solos it's a bit of a nightmare if you're a new player.
Yeah, me and Strippin will get together and we'll probably hound you to come do that. That might be a lot of fun. So, Fantastic. We're gonna swap over here, Justin. Feel free to depart on your own. We'll see you later. Thanks so much for coming out
again, man.
and joining us on
Thanks
the
for
show.
having me. All right, bye.
Bye-bye. All right. Should we talk? Cole, you got about 30, 45 minutes till you got to go.
I do.
Let's jump into some PoE stuff because that's what we've both been playing.
Yeah.
And then we'll do a little news and some other stuff. There's not too much going on this week. But yeah, Path of Exile 2.3. What do they call it? What's the thing?
Third Edict?
The third edict, yeah. Launched. I see right here it says you are a level 54 tactician currently in the apex of filth.
Yes.
As I'm
That's
looking
right.
at Steam.
That's right.
That's
where I am.
How's PoE 2 going for you?
Dude, this is my favorite league.
I would agree. Yeah.
Like not of two. Like ever.
Oh,
Like this,
really?
This,
Even
yes,
so far
yes.
the one.
This is
Okay.
my favorite league. One of my favorite leagues before was Abyss from the first one.
Mhm.
And this update is basically that just the Abyss part probably would have been one of my favorite because I love Abyss, but then everything else the third Edict has added, dude, I will say this. This patch is not only foundationally important for the game, but this patch should be very, very important for players who have been concerned about the perspective of GGG in the last few years. Because what this patch has shown us is that right now, this GGG is kind of willing to, I don't want to say compromise, but they're willing to go to lengths to let the players have fun that I feel like they were not doing before. Yeah. There are boundaries that are being crossed that I personally felt were kind of these like unsaid holy boundaries that would never be crossed in this game. And the thing is that almost every one of those boundaries they crossed in this patch makes the game feel much better. And I'm like totally okay with this. Sprinting feels good.
Oh God,
knowing when you go to open a yellow chest, it will always drop a yellow item. Feels really good. Like it just feels good. The fact that you can now use multiple supports on multiple skills. Like I no longer feel this pressure of having to like, oh, I can only use multi-shot in one thing. Which one? You know, I was just like, oh, cool. I'll just use everything everywhere. The drop rate is better. The new focus on crafting, I am level 54. I have not yet turned on my loot filter because I like to examine every single white item that drops because there are so many new crafting materials and ways to bring an item from white to what I need that like it's completely changed how I feel about looting. Everything is potential now. Every blue is a potential base. So it's been, and on top of that, my personal class, a mercenary, since I have played it last, which was a league and a half ago, it feels like
first one, yeah, first league.
Feels like I'm playing a different game.
Yeah.
Like the reloading's better, the movement is better, while I'm doing things while I'm shooting is better. Like everything is better. So for me, this has been the biggest patch for Path of Exile, not one or two, just the franchise. And I think that if you like the direction of this patch, you're probably really excited about where this game is going. Because like this shows a new mental approach at what they want to deliver to the players, in my opinion.
Yeah.
A good way to think about it is at any point before this patch, they could have put in something like sprinting. Any point. But it's like, this is the one they did. In the same patch, they just happen to throw in an asynchronous trade system. Like there's a lot of writing on the walls here that I think people are kind of cluing into that could be very positive.
Yeah, no, I echo and agree with everything you said. It is, I have some fondness for PoE 1 patches, but as far as PoE 2 goes, this is by far the best PoE 2 has ever felt. For me, I still haven't hit maps, but I haven't cared because I'm not doing the same acts over again. Like it's all new content. Now, whether I want to do Act 4 again in 3 months' time, that's a different conversation. I am enjoying it. It's a little lengthy. I guess I finished it. It was a little lengthy, but the boss fights in it were absolutely fucking awesome. I loved every single one of them. Even if they do have some like issues where not issues, but even if they have some like invulnerable phases where you're forced to, fight other mobs and all that stuff, kind of sucks. But yeah,
dude, Act 4 for me
is awesome.
Amazing. Yeah, like the story and the locations.
The story
is
like 10 out of 10.
That happen.
It's the best story they've done.
I have no clue what's going on at that crazy island where everyone's happy joy in the cult. But I cannot wait to figure out what dark, crazy shit is going on in that place. Like, I am so excited.
I would go as far as to say for Zeke, because you played Act 1 through 3 and then you stopped. I would say it's worth going back and playing Act 4 just to experience the bosses and the story. Yeah. Like, you'll have a fucking awesome time.
I'm actually looking for I haven't had an off-stream game that I've really gotten into in the past couple of weeks. So I was this looks, from all accounts, it looks like something I could definitely sink some time into. And I'd try a new build, because I tried my regular build at the beginning of any of these games is definitely like magic, fire, ice, lightning, whatever it is.
Yeah.
But
you
maybe
like
I'll try something else this time.
Yeah,
If you like explosions, me and JP have a build for you.
Yeah, you could play.
I've heard that it makes your computer run like shit.
There it is. Mine's the light version.
This
is
version,
the light version.
Yeah, this version does not make your computer run like shit.
Yeah.
The version that I was playing with last night crashed my PCs. might have been more on like a video driver issue and less on a PoE issue. But yeah, I swapped to cluster grenades and it was like my PC was going down to like 20 FPS.
When you guys, when we started talking about PoE, I saw a bunch of people in chat talking about how, I mean, varying degrees of dog shit, how melee is. Like,
yes.
Should I avoid that then?
Melee is in kind of a weird place. I feel like sprint may have been an attempt to help melee a bit, but the problem is the implementation puts sprint in the exact same category for every player. And what that is sprinting's amazing. You move really fast, but it's a little hard to control. And if you run into an enemy or a wall, like you fall down for like multiple seconds and you are stunned and cannot get up.
Not a
enemies
wall,
will kill you.
Just an enemy. Yeah.
Just an enemy. I'm sorry. But yes, it's pretty terrible. But like, if they were to make that mechanic where like, if based on your HP, armor, whatever, if you ran into an enemy, you had a chance to knock them down or at least not fall down, then like that could completely change how melee feels. But I'm not playing melee, but from what I've seen from my chat, it still seems like melee needs a little bit of love. It's just not quite where range is.
Oh man, wouldn't it be cool if you were playing a melee build, and you had like, I don't know, like any two-handers or maybe a shield that instead of like the mob knocking you down, you knock the mob down.
Like a shield charge.
Yeah, like not a skilled, you just sprint. It's like
that's what I'm saying. Like, dude,
yeah.
Imagine if on the back end it was completely class agnostic. So that way it would be fair for everyone. But it was just based on like how much HP you had, how much armor you had.
Yeah.
And like different things could happen. If you had a shield equipped while sprinting and you ran into an enemy, like there was a chance to stun them. Like there's all, now that sprinting's in the game, there's all sorts of really fun things they could do. And some of them could really make melee feel better.
Yeah.
Like imagine if your evasion was high enough and you were sprinting, there was a chance to phase through the enemy. Like that'd be freaking awesome. So it's like they could do all sorts of cool things with it. The first implementation is still good, but
it's a game changer.
It's still good.
Fantastic.
But it's gonna be cool to see what they do with it moving forward.
Yeah, I think for the majority of people, granted, I haven't like gone into when I say community, I mean more like my chat. I haven't gone to read the greater community, Reddit and other Twitch chats and people on forums and all that. But I think everyone's like pretty into sprint, speeding up the game, making it
except
just feel
a few
faster.
hardcore players.
yeah, that are dying because of it, I'm sure.
Oh man, dying to sprint. I've died a couple times to sprint stun.
Yeah,
sprint stun is brutal.
It's pretty
literally
long, yeah.
4 or 5
start
seconds.
spamming your flash.
Oh god, yeah, and just hope. It's bad.
It's pretty rough. But yeah, PoE 2 is in a fantastic time. I think right now they're actually at their all-time high player count because it's also free for this weekend. So if you've been wanting to play Path of Exile 2 and you haven't because there's a buy-in, sorry, it's not all-time high. Their all-time high was still at launch, which was 578. But at least since then, this is their all-time high at 353,000. It's doing very, very well.
Still nutty.
Yeah. The last launch had 250,000. So by about 100,000 right now, they are eclipsing that. So it's doing super well, and it should. Like the game feels really fun to play.
It's freaking great.
I'm very much enjoying PoE 2 with the current patch. Haven't reached end game yet. I'm hoping that I don't immediately lose interest upon hitting end game, which should be like later tonight. But we'll see.
Are you not enjoying the class, or just concerned about not having a goal?
Oh, well, it's the end game of PoE 2 has always put me off. Like it's
really.
I don't enjoy.
I've never done the end game, so I'm going to be exploring it for the first time this run.
Yeah, I don't know if I can pinpoint exactly what it is I don't like right now. So maybe by next week when I play end game more, maybe.
Yeah. Let's talk about it then. I'll have played it for the first time by then, so we'll talk about it then.
They've also made a bunch of changes to it since I was playing it a bunch, but I don't know. cautiously optimistic about it. I'm hoping that.
Did they make any big endgame changes this league?
I don't think so. But I'm not 100% certain. This was honestly an odd league for me because I went in one without a build because no one went in with a build because they didn't publish the skill tree till about 2 hours prior to the game launching, which is someone who's always had the skill tree available to them and always had builds to choose from. I liked it this time around because everyone went in with like I'm going to try this. We'll see how it is. And that was kind of cool. Like, I don't think that's going to be the norm, but it was kind of cool to have that experience of just going to try this out and see how it goes. And for some people that worked and for some people that didn't work. But the other thing is I also played co-op my entire experience, which oddly enough, it was awesome. Like, I don't think I could do co-op in PoE 1 because I'd be like constantly rushing, doing all the like tricks to, get through the single player or the story aspect fast as possible. And, like 9 or 10 hours. With this, I was just enjoying fighting bosses with Strippin and, watching him learn the game. And it was great. Apart from a couple of bugs with multiplayer, in terms of instance swapping and stuff like that, where it would crash the other player's client. It was pretty seamless and pretty awesome. Loot was never an issue or anything like that. It was just fun. I had a great time. And I think this is probably one of the better ARPGs to jump in and play co-op with a bunch of buds, go through the story and just have fun. It's fun just to fight things and do combat in this game.
Tell me something. Did you, because of the more slow aspects of PoE 2, did you find were you guys sticking together easily, or were you just going off and doing your thing at the very beginning?
I would say 80% sticking together, 20% kind of going off on our own.
That's a huge percentage. That's cool.
Yeah.
You found it easy? It wasn't, you weren't one of you just wasn't constantly playing catch up kind of thing like in Warframe?
No, I didn't feel as such. You would have to ask Strippin. I think Strippin might have felt a little bit rushed because I was always, ready, so to speak. But I would also be like, hey, let's go to town, let's sell. And then he would take that time to look at skills or look at other stuff. And I would just kind of talk with chat type deal. But apart from that, I don't think he ever felt rushed or uncomfortable or overwhelmed to the extent that he went PoE 1. Yeah. And chat was also helping him with that. The fact he streamed it for 2 days, I think, speaks volumes for PoE 2 and the fact that a variety gamer stuck around that long. So it's in a really, really good place. And Zeke, I play Act 4. Without question, play Act 4.
Yeah, man.
The fights are, I would say, the best fights in the game. The maps are some of the best maps in terms of just variety and look and feel. It's really, really well done. It's cool stuff. I haven't played it
since. Yeah, I haven't played it since. God, I don't remember when was the last time I played it. But I got to the point where it was the you just circle back around to Act 1 again.
Yeah, and that's where you put it down.
Or whatever that is. Yeah, I got that far. Now, that character, will that character still be there, or is that been wiped or
you
whatever?
Do a new one. Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
So you're saying
that character will
start
still
a new
be
character,
there.
get to Act 4. Okay.
Actually, I don't know. What if you ended right there? Then I don't know what will happen if you log in there. Because
I think he'll be on the last league because now we're in the Abyss League.
No, it's fine. I kind of want to try a new character anyways. So I was just curious.
Yeah.
Well, if it moved to standard though, does standard
it'll be in standard league, but standard league doesn't have the Abyss stuff?
It doesn't have Act 4 in it then?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's what I'm asking. Talk to someone in Act 3. The league isn't tied to the new act. Yeah,
standard will have Act 4.
Okay.
It does have Act 4, but it does not have Abyss.
Oh, okay. So you'll miss out on the new season then.
Pizza says, for me, PoE 2 still feels like a beta. That's because PoE 2 is still a beta.
Yeah. It is. Can I? So I can just start a new character and jump in and get all the content that they've released, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's all I want to do, anyways. I kind of wanted to do a rather than do the, because I did a lightning build. I don't know what the fuck it's called. Like, I'm sure they all have names, but
something like that.
Zip Zap.
yeah, there you go. I did a Zip Zap Archidark build, and
Nice, perfect,
I wanted to do a minion build and see if that's a
Dude.
viable thing.
Great time to play minions. It is a very, very good time to play minions. That's actually one of the builds that I may do after the one I'm doing now. I've heard really good things.
Yeah, Strippin'
so
is
it'd be a
playing
good time to do
minion
it.
and having fun with it. So
Minions are wild now, apparently. Someone just said in my chat, actually.
No, that's also has a special place in my heart, because my first long-term D&D game, which I played for like 6 years, I was a wizard conjurer. Like that was my specialty, was I'd conjure up minions to do shit for me. So like that's a special place in my heart. So I wanted to come back and give that a shot and
do it.
See if I get some
Good time to do
skellies
it.
or zombies or whatever you can summon in that, and get those going.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong here, JP. It's been a while. I think in this one you can summon any enemy you kill into a wraith.
Into a specter. Yeah.
To a specter.
Yeah. Well,
so you can actually,
I would say like 90% of monsters.
Yeah.
Some have to be a companion instead.
So Zeke, in this one, you don't just summon pets. Like you can go out and like find an enemy and make it your pet, and then you'll have like abilities from that enemy. So it's almost like Pokemon-y. It's kind of fun.
Now, I just like, because it gets a little overwhelming talking about PoE with people who have 1,000 hours or
it's like talking to Justin
like
about fighting games. 100%.
a little bit, but like I want to know, like, what like should I focus on? Just focus on like just doing the acts 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
And then just go through it. Do I obviously you guys did fine without looking at build. I don't need to look up a build. I can just like, play around with shit. Yeah. Just go and have fun. It's not going to be like too challenging, or I'm not going to hit a brick wall or anything like that.
Here's a really easy big thing you can do. First of all, I guarantee you there's people in your community that would be happy to help you with your tree and suggestions. So just playing with them, like, they will help you. I guarantee the PoE community is awesome. But second of all, it's very, very easy to pick a few umbrella things and then just kind of stick to that. So if you wanted to be a fire-based thing, you can literally pull up the passive tree, and in the search you put in fire, and it will highlight every node that affects that. So pick a few like basic things.
That.
Yep. Yeah. That's all, and
that's all you
you're
really
good.
need to do.
That's really all you need. Like, you're good. Like, if you go like to those nodes, you may not be the best build, but you're gonna be okay. It's not like, at least for the acts that you're doing. Maybe not mapping end game, but for the maps and stuff, you'll be fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Also,
well, I've done like 50 hours of. Yeah, I've done 50 hours of the previous build, or the previous patch or whatever it's called, like the big one that came out a while ago. What is like when you talk about League, that is a general rules change for the entire like season, right?
So a league is basically an update, and a league does it either generally adds a big or a few big mechanics, or removes, and it sometimes as well removes some big mechanics. But basically, like every sort of, you can play this thing called the standard league, which will then not have the current league in it. That's what they were talking about earlier. But and then almost every league is also accompanied by a patch. And then the patch and leagues are joined, but they're separate. The patches like changes that affect the entire game, balance changes, like major changes like sprinting, trade stuff, things like that. And then the league is generally a specialized mechanic. There's usually an NPC with a story. There's usually a new zone with a new mechanic, like combine items or summon a boss or stuff like that. So this league's mechanic is called Abyss. One of my favorite mechanics. And this league's Abyss is like, you're randomly going through maps. You'll see these weird summon things with green tendrils on the map that are a bunch of enemies. You basically kill a bunch of enemies down to the center, and then like all sorts of random stuff can happen. Loot or a new zone or a boss and all sorts of stuff. It's really fun. But that's the mechanic for this league. So Abyss is this league's mechanic. And next league, they will decide to either keep Abyss and add a new mechanic, or to chuck Abyss and add a new mechanic. Like, they mess with that each league sometimes. They kind of pick what stays and what goes. Now with PoE 2, they're being a little bit more additive. I don't know if we've removed any league stuff from PoE 2 yet.
Nope.
But in 1, because it was so big and it was so old, every time there was a league, they'd kind of mess what was already there in some places. Sometimes leagues would become permanent. Sometimes leagues would just disappear.
Yeah.
Like they literally like try something new for a league. The players either love it and they don't. If the players hate it, a lot of times they'll just chuck the whole thing and we'll never see it again. But sometimes it's really good stuff, like Abyss. And they will move that to the core game. And then as they start adding leagues in the future, like some get chucked and then some will get added to the core. So that was probably a longer explanation than you wanted, but that's kind of how it works.
Yep.
No, I'm picking it up. When I guess the thing that I'm probably running up against is like endgame, because when I got to the end of Act 3 a while ago, and then it like just went to Act 1 again or whatever, like that's when I was like, I don't want to play anymore because I just want to play all of the content they have.
Zeke, that's where I stopped.
Okay.
So I hear you. Yeah, I'm a huge PoE fan. That's where I stopped too. I've never played past that point.
Okay.
I'm with you.
No, when you talk about maps all the time, like remind me what maps means.
When we say maps in PoE, we're specifically talking to essentially the second main game. There's two main games in PoE. There's the campaign,
right,
and there is the end game. And the end game is referred to as maps. In PoE 1, the mapping system was the Atlas, which was a defined large 115 node JP atlas, and each node represented a random map, and that's where the term map comes from. And random maps would drop in the end game. They'd actually drop sometimes in the campaign. You could re-roll them. They had rarities, all sorts of stuff. But you would map at the end game. You would take a map, stick it in a thing in your base. It would make portals. You go into the map, you complete it, you come out. That's literally the whole end game. Just maps. In PoE 2, it's the same premise. I've never done it, but from what I understand, it's the same premise, but now it's like an infinitely expanding plane.
Yeah.
Which frankly I hate because as a completionist, that means I'm never going to be able to complete it.
So
like that immediately turns me off on it, to be honest. I don't like that because I like to think of it, I like to have an end game challenge that has an ending. And if I can't have an ending, then I don't have a goal. If I don't have a goal, then I don't give a shit.
Well, you're still using
for me. This is me. This is me. I'm just saying for me. Yeah. So for me, the idea of like an ever expanding end game, that's not really attractive to me. But they could easily fix that or change it, whatever. But that's where we are in PoE 2.
Okay, but my question is like, is there a big quotes final boss?
There are many
like that kind of
final bosses in PoE 2, and you can pick one to be yours. So there are uber versions of super beefed up bosses that will take you 60 hours of work to get to if you're an inexperienced player. And that can be your final boss. And there's a bunch of those. So you can like choose one. But that being said, there is not a boss you will kill that will give you a credit roll and an endgame cutscene outside of the campaign. So if you're looking for like that is not in this game currently.
There's no campaign.
It is very much sandbox in the terms of, which makes sense, right?
Yeah, it's not 1.0 yet, so I know like I wouldn't assume that there's a credit roll ending thing. I'm just wondering if that's like, because I want to feel like I completed it. It's the same problem I had with 7 Days to Die. It's like I played it, I loved it, it was wonderful, it was it was intense, and then I was like, okay, let me look this up, see, and no end. It's just like survive, and I'm like, man, that does not appeal to me at all.
I will say this: there is arguably like a binary, you have beaten PoE or not. And back in the day, that was a guy called Shaper. If you had beaten the Shaper, you had kind of beaten PoE as a casual, right? Not as a, I mean, there were all sorts of future variants and harder bosses, but that was like the big one. From what I understand for PoE 2, it's kind of like, oh, you're a casual player. Have you beaten the Arbiter? No? Okay, well, that's your goal. Like and again, I haven't done this yet. That's what I've been told. Like if you want have you beaten the guy yet? His name is the Arbiter, and he is found in the end game mapping.
That's what I needed.
There you go.
That's all I needed.
Zeke, you kill the Arbiter, and I will gift you 100 subs.
Yeah, Arbiter.
At your next stream.
I'd be.
If you want a goal, there's your quest reward.
That'd be awesome if you did that, Zeke. Yeah.
No.
I mean, it sounds like it's not
the stream after you kill the Arbiter. I will gift you 200 subs because I can do that now.
You can gift 200 subs.
There you go.
Right. Yeah.
So Zeke, you that is, I've granted you a quest, and that is your quest reward.
Oh.
Okay. Now is this something
you have to kill the Arbiter on stream? You don't have to do the whole process on stream, but you do have to kill the Arbiter on stream.
That's my. What if I just record it? What if I just local record it?
If you play it on stream, that's fine. Yep. If it is played on stream.
God damn it! I don't want to play it on stream.
Well, no,
I need to see your face.
He's saying like local record it.
Yeah, you can local
Okay,
record
that's
it,
fine. Okay, cool.
and then you can
cool.
play that on stream. But
Yeah.
you need to.
So you're
record
saying
your
that's
face
not
on it, so they're
something
gonna
that.
believe
So you're saying that not a lot of people have beat the Arbiter then?
you. I would argue that a lot of casuals haven't. The Arbiter is like
Okay.
if you're a PoE player, that's like the first step of your journey. But if you're a casual,
Okay.
like I haven't beaten the Arbiter,
Okay.
Yeah, I have an
so
idea.
you know, yeah. So it's a challenge. It's the first step of
Now-
your challenge. It's getting.
My question. I have another question
you go.
about like, do you need to mess with the shop or the marketplace, the in-game marketplace? Do you have to mess with that to
You don't need to.
like to?
It's a
max out your
boon
shit,
if
like-
you learn how to do it, and it will make
Uh-huh.
things easier if you're doing specific things. But to put it bluntly, I don't think you're going to be being specialized enough with your playthrough to need to find certain things to make your build work.
New marketplace.
Okay,
is
cool. So I,
pretty
can,
nice,
I don't
though,
need to
Zeke.
worry about
But-
this at all.
Yeah, what JP said, like if you learn to use it, you know, there may
Well-
be a situation when you're like, hey, I just need a few decks. Let me
Zeke,
go
the
search
new-
for it.
The new marketplace, you never have to talk to anyone ever.
They made a huge change
You,
to it.
you
now.
just you click in the game, it brings up a thing. You type in what you want, you click that, it throws you to their hideout, whether they're online or not. You take the item out of their box, you give them the money, you're done. You never
It's all
have to
in-game.
have you never have to alt tab, you never have to do anything. You just give me that item. Yoink, here's your money.
Is it a trade system or is it this for money?
It's an auction house.
It's not a barter system.
Okay.
It's a straight X
Okay.
for X.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
And there's no more price fixers. You don't have to worry about people not being online. Like it's just yoink, that's my item now. Here's your fucking money that you wanted for that. Thank you. Have a good day.
Have a
Okay.
good day.
And you're
So
talking, you're talking to
you
no
can
one.
grind up currency, you can grind up money
Yes.
to get something you want, and it will be there.
Yep. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, cool.
And I haven't really done too much of it, but everyone that has interacted with it has been like, it is
Well-
the greatest thing in the world.
Other people.
That's what I
doing it,
heard. I
just
saw
selling
people
it.
spouting on Twitter,
Yes, yeah,
even people I don't like talking about. They're just like, "Oh my god, the marketplace, fucking, it's awesome! What a great change."
Yeah, I mean, like I saw this morning, I think it was Zizarin posted like, I love waking up in the morning in the real world after I've slept in the real world, logging in and having like currency because people bought items in my hideout overnight without me even being there.
Awesome.
It's like he said it was like waking up on Christmas every morning now because he just logs in.
So you
He's
said
like,
it-
I'm richer.
No,
Great.
that's somebody. Mark Bart from your chat, GP said, "Is it an auction house or is it just this marketplace? Like, you do have to bid, or can you just
There's
buy
no
it?
bidding. You just buy it. They will
Okay, so
list
it's-
it as
okay.
like it's this amount, and so you only pay that amount. There's no bartering.
Yes.
And do the person selling it set the price?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so you can find like a sweet deal sometimes.
Yeah.
Yes. It
Okay.
is still people selling items at fixed prices. So in those cases, yeah, they can.
Yeah.
That's cool.
It's cool. Yeah. It's a
No, I'm
hell of a
excited.
thing.
I'm excited to jump in now. I'm excited to get my Skelly army
It's a hell of a
or
thing.
whatever they
yeah,
have going.
Zeke, I know you usually don't want help or anything, but if you want a community to hang out with, I'm sure Co has one as well. You can type /global9559.
Yep.
People will answer all your questions.
We do not have a public global right now. So
Oh, you
Okay,
don't?
I saw that. I saw that you sent me that, and I'm like, is that a Discord channel or what the
No,
fuck is that? I have no
just
idea. What
type
that is.
that
That's
in-game.
an in-game channel. Okay.
And it is people constantly asking questions. There's tons of new players that are playing for the first time this league, and they're asking the most mundane, simple questions and getting the answer immediately, and no one's judging them for it, which is
okay.
great.
That's that.
Yeah. So
you should watch me play this game, dude. It's just a constant stream of dumb repeated questions to chat and answers. Like
Dude,
if you
I'm the
want to
same
know
way.
if you want to learn this game, just watch me stream it because it's just an endless newbie questions the whole time. And chat is
That means I'd
you
actually
should-
have to watch you stream, and
he's got a point there. He does have a point.
you got it. You know, it's just like medicine, man. It's a little poison. Just gotta
He
find the
does
right
have-
mix.
Got that point?
I'm telling you right now, dude. I don't know if I can do that.
Dude,
Have you
dude, I
seen his
saw that
cards?
highlight. Oh, dude.
You see that? Yeah. Wow. I got my
wow.
flashcards there. Dude.
Dude.
Oh,
I
I'm
am so-
in.
How does that not have so in it? I don't think
so
I've ever
in.
said I'm in. It's always
I
I'm
made
so
these on
True,
a
I'm
lark
so in.
super quick.
There was one.
Hold on. Now I need to test you. How many Evos have I won, Zeke?
Oh. There was
8,
one.
9, 7. I don't know.
God damn it. There was one.
That's right. I don't know what Evo is. You're right.
You did
Well,
one
at
this
least you
morning,
didn't-
Co,
at
when I
least
was
you didn't
watching, and I
fucking,
forgot
like,
what it was.
Show how. At least you didn't show how stupid you were in front of the guests. Like, oh man, Justin, that was so cool when you parried all of those kicks. I was like, that was the other person.
Hey, Zeke, I didn't want to say
Why
anything.
did my chat do that to me then? Why did
Zeke, I thought that was Justin too.
But I didn't want to say anything.
Did you?
No, yeah, I did. I did. No, well, here's the thing. No, here's what's funny. I'm going to be totally honest. I didn't know Justin was in that clip. I knew the clip because of the guy doing the punches. Because he is he's amazing. So
Yeah, Daigo.
Daigo. That's one of the first times I've heard of him. So I did not realize that was Justin until you guys talked about it. Which was kind of hilarious. Yeah. There you go.
Anyways, yeah, PoE 2 is in a great spot. They really knocked that out of the park. I cannot wait for whatever's next. And also just I woke up this morning and I was like, I got an hour. I could go shower. Or I could sit here in my underwear and play some PoE 2.
I'm excited.
Don't
to have
look
an
at my
off-stream
stream
again.
start times this week.
I know,
Just,
yeah.
nah. 8 a.m. every day. That's right.
That's
Just like a responsible adult.
Yeah, it's been pretty fun. So, real quick, Co, I know you got to go, but I gotta teach you. I gotta enlighten you.
Please do.
I had the best sponsor. Look, I love all my sponsors. Okay. We all love our
I've been
sponsors.
waiting for this because I don't know what the fuck where this came from at all.
We love our sponsors here as streamers. Okay. I think yesterday
I have no idea where this is going.
might have been my favorite sponsored stream that I've done in recent memory.
Like of all of them?
Yes.
Because you are a sellout.
I know. And yesterday,
and I'm a sellout calling you a sellout. That's like, wow.
we're like a double sellout. Yeah.
Oh, so we sell each other out. Anyone want a JP, by the way? Sorry, what?
It was bad. I watched, and I also played this past week. And I played it during my subathon, which is, I think, what clued them in to the fact that I play this. But Geoguesser. I watched the Geoguesser World Finals yesterday, and I was sponsored to co-stream them. And it was...
The game where you get to mouse around a picture of an area and you have to pick it, and then... Yeah, I saw that. I've seen a lot of TikToks from that guy that I still believe is cheating. But
I watched...
How was it?
The grand finals yesterday. These guys are insane. It was so fucking fun to watch these finals and watch how good these people are. I was like,
jerseys?
Yes, they have sponsors. The global finals was in Denmark. This is the final round, and the game mode, since it's game 5, is no move, no pan, no zoom. So it's literally just this screenshot. That's all they have. And look at how fucking close they're getting. He was that close.
What? Wait a second. How is that possible?
That's what they're doing, man.
Do they explain why they came to their conclusions?
Yeah, well, the players don't, but the commentators are also very good at the game.
Forced to.
Well, the commentators are also very, very highly skilled. And so they're looking at like the amount of stuff that there's different metas, right? There's like there's the antenna meta. You look at a car in the world and you can tell where it's at sometimes based on the shape of an antenna.
Oh.
These guys also have area codes memorized. So if they see an area code anywhere on a sign, they could be like, I know where that's at. And they'll just
This is basically okay, so this is just basically a giant game of memory at this point for these people.
Well, they're also doing clues because like there was one yesterday, dude. It was like, this guy must know that family and have been in that house because he was within 30 meters of where it was. And he got it pretty much instantly. He just was like, oh, boom, 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 click. And they're like, oh, that's perfect. That's a perfect one. That's perfect. He got it perfect. And I'm sitting there, I'm thinking like, how do you, like, what are you talking about? How do you?
It's
How
a
do-
still
hold on,
image
time
with
out,
no
time out.
road signs, no
wait,
words.
Time out. Is there a chance he had seen that before? Is there a limited amount of, like, if you play
So-
GeoGuessr enough?
Every once in a while, yes, that does happen.
So he just could have known where that was.
Yes. But they also do.
So it is a giant game. So in other words, if you have a photographic memory, you're freaking done.
Yes, but I mean, it's the world, right? So there's like, I mean, a photographic memory is a thing, but it's the world. Like apart from China, I don't think China is in GeoGuessr. But like every.
So I feel like there should be a tournament like this where it's like all pictures that have never been shown. And I feel like that would be interesting as hell to watch.
I mean, this in
Like-
itself is already insane, but sure.
That's
yeah.
true. But like a part of me now wonders, like every time one of them gets it close, it's just like, did they just know where it was?
Well, so a lot of times these things are shown for the first time ever in tournaments. But also when they're doing this, you'll see them just look straight up at the sky, and it's them looking to see where the sun's at so they know if it's near the equator. Or it's them looking
Smart.
for,
Yeah, absolutely.
they'll look for the Google copyright is usually in the sky when they do these. And so they'll look at the copyright year and they'll figure out, oh, this country was surveyed in this year, I think. So let's go ahead and think of where that's going to be. And then they'll keep zooming along and be like, oh, wait, I see that road and there's a lake and the elevation and the mountains going up. So let me zoom in and look at the topography of this. Wait a minute, that's a right angle. It's here. And then they're like, yep, that's it. He got it perfect. It's insane, dude.
I clearly need to watch this.
Yeah,
this sounds unreal.
it was
but, like,
mind-blowing,
Yeah,
dude.
yeah.
The entire
When is
time.
the next one? Is it yearly?
Yeah, it's yearly. It'll be sometime
Yearly.
next year. Yeah.
Okay.
You can load up right now and play
Yeah, watch it
GeoGuessr
next
for
year.
free. But yeah, it's
we'll play that
it's
next year.
crazy, dude.
Watch it next year.
It is honestly crazy.
How do they make money?
What do you mean?
Like money enough to sponsor you?
Oh, yeah. Who is the sponsor of this? Oh, it's Google Maps. They
They have a ton of sponsors. Yeah, I think first place was 40 grand. So it's not
Polestar.
it's not nothing, but it's not like crazy amounts of money. But yeah, it's just
Okay.
anyone can enter on just geoguesser.com, and it's like an online thing, and they have tournaments that are running nonstop. But you can also just
40K?
play. Yeah, 40K.
No,
was
no,
first.
I'm
That's like a
no, I'm
year's
just asking
salary.
because it's a free game. Like Google, like GeoGuessr.
Oh, how do they make money as in GeoGuesser?
Oh.
Ads.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Ads.
running ads on all that stuff.
And it's actually really popular.
Okay.
So it
Okay.
probably makes decent money. Is GeoGuessr a company? Or
Yeah, I think they're Swedish. They had
It's
two
not
staff
free.
members yesterday.
Oh, it's not free anymore. Okay.
it's a subscription.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, they have a monthly sub
Ad
to play
and
it.
sub.
Okay. Well, that makes at least a little bit more sense. But I mean, ads could probably cover it too, I would imagine.
Yeah.
But like,
I mean, the
Jesus,
overhead of that is
I
probably
hadn't heard of
nothing.
GeoGuessers since like, I hear it once every like 2 years. Like someone's like, I'm going to play GeoGuessr just for fun, whatever. I had no idea that people, not only was there a tournament, but people were this fucking good. Like
Dude, it's insane.
I watched someone guess a dirt road within a mile.
Yeah.
Like a dirt road just by
I know.
indigenous.
I mean, look at that. Look how close
species
they
of
were.
bushes and shit. Like what the fuck?
Yeah, dude. It's honestly.
That's insane. No, it's an 8. Like I'm looking at their YouTube page. It's an 8.5 hour GeoGuesser World Champion Grand Final, and I'm gonna watch all of it
You should.
because that
it's
sounds.
worth it.
That was astounding. The little bit you showed me was astounding.
Yeah, it's honestly insane. It's honestly insane. It's the type of thing
Because
where
I've tried it like twice in my life. I've tried GeoGuessr twice in my life, and I never got anywhere close, even by like when you can wander around,
yeah,
and look
yeah.
at signs and cars and shit. Like you get a still image of a bush, and that guy's like, "That's Nicaragua." Like what the fuck,
Dude, a lot of times they'll just zoom down, look at the dirt, and be like, "That's red dirt. That's X dirt." That's Rwanda. Yeah.
I gotta run.
Yeah. Anyways,
Are these
Ko,
fucking like doctors of geology or some shit?
I don't know, savants or something. Ko, do some shout outs. We'll let you go.
I will.
Me and Zeke are going to keep talking.
My wife, Elena, just got home from being gone for a week before the show, so I'm heading a little bit early to go hang out with the family. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, a huge thanks to JP and Zeke. Thank you so much to Justin for spending some of his time here. That was awesome. A lot of PoE 2 this week. Hell is Us tomorrow soon with some special stuff. And and I will see all of you fine folks later for more fun and games. Have a great one, guys. Bye-bye. See you guys later.
What do you mean special stuff?
I have no idea. You know what's funny? That's the second time I've spoiled it too. Like, I don't.
Are we not supposed to say something? Because I've got a special thing coming up too. I think.
Oh.
What? Tomorrow morning?
No, Tuesday.
Okay.
Oh. Well, maybe there's lots.
No, I'm not naming special. I'm just saying like a sponsored streaming. Are we not allowed to?
No. I'm fine. I'm sure it's fine. I have a Hell is Us sponsored stream tomorrow morning, at 8. And I think it's a little bit early, but I'm doing something else with it. So there's like
okay. Because I got a sponsorship from them on Tuesday on the 2nd. So like, I was like, am I not supposed to tell anybody? Because I've been telling people
that I haven't spoiled. So we're good there.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't spoiled the special thing. So we're good. So anyway, that'll be tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. Hope to see you guys there. And as always, thank you guys.
Yep.
See you guys later.
We'll see you next week. Dodger's on the show next week. Ko, get excited. She's gonna come talk Silksong.
Yep. Is it gonna be real Dodger or her awesome new VTuber mom?
I don't know. Zeke was asking the same thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yep.
We'll see
She's
what
a
happens.
VTuber now. It's weird. I feel like we knew her pre-metamorphosis or something.
We did.
Anyway. All right. See you guys later.
See you later. Have a good one. All right, Zeke, watch this.
Yes, sir.
Watch this. This is round 1 of game 4. This is what they have to go on. They cannot move, but they can turn around. Okay? Watch this in real time. You could see, so they're seeing it for the first time right now.
Yeah.
They cannot move. He immediately goes in and knows that it's somewhere in Montana/Oregon.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, you see him following the river on the left?
Yep.
He's looking for the angle of the road that he saw by looking at the ground.
Sure.
Okay? He's about to find it here pretty soon. He thinks that's it. He's looking around. He's going to confirm it. He's going to move it up. Perfect. He got it perfect. It was literally that exact spot. He was 7 meters off.
I have to like watch this. I have to watch this. It's fascinating. It's absolutely fascinating. Like if you put me in my hometown of Billings, Montana, if you put me took a picture there, I don't know that I could get it that accurate.
Yeah. No, it's insane, dude. This one is just out in the middle of nowhere. He looks up, sees the sun. He thinks, okay, that's gotta be
shit's in Namibia, dude. I know where that is.
South of the equator. I'm gonna go. I think it's over here. And he's looking around. He's thinking, okay, yeah, sure, it's got to be that. And then, they're about 100 miles, 50 miles from it. It's just insane. I couldn't do that with my fucking house in 60 seconds. If you can.
No, that's what I'm saying, dude. It's fucking insane.
Yeah. It was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun both streaming the finals and just playing, because there's multiplayer, so you can play other people just like this. And there's a whole queue system. Dude, it was so much fun playing with my chat watching. It was like, it pulled up and it was the first thing I saw was like Pennsylvania Avenue was the street sign. And I was like, oh, that's Washington, D.C.
D.C., yeah.
And I'm thinking like,
there's probably Pennsylvania Avenue, other cities.
I don't know where Washington D.C. is in Washington, right?
Washington D.C.
And so I'm like, I'm looking at the East Coast, and I'm thinking like, I think it's is that it?
Do they not have? This has names on the map. Do they not have names on the map?
Well, like Washington D.C. wasn't it. I was looking for like like a circle or whatever the fucking shape of Washington D.C. is, because it's its own district. And so I was looking for that to be like singled out, but no, it was not. It was just like within, proper Washington.
Okay.
So yeah, just stuff like that. Or there was a clip I have on Twitter where I like clicked around and I saw like, oh, that's a football. This is America. And then I literally do a 360 and there's a sign in French. I was
these guys
wrong.
Dude, these guys have to be hired by the intelligence organizations of whatever country they're from.
I guarantee
they're like,
you, dude.
All right, we got a hostage video. Now I want you to look at this wall. I want you to look at this grain of dirt here and tell me exactly where they are. And it's like, I can put you within 30 meters of that place. I can absolutely put you within 30 meters.
100%. There is, without a doubt, these people get sniped by like the CIA or,
Oh, I bet. Yeah, dude.
Some 3-letter organization in the world.
No, that's.
Also,
did you see that sign?
Yeah, that sign said for Radu, I turned gay.
gay.
Yeah, Radu is the guy that ended up winning.
That's fucking great.
Yeah.
Oh, that's funny. No, but I no, that's it's like an X-Men like mutant power. It's like you grab like one piece of dirt and you're like, you smell it, you taste it, you're like, I know exactly where they are. No problem.
Yeah.
You knock on their door and that's where they are.
Absolutely. It was a mind-blowing thing that I was sponsored. And I messaged the sponsor afterwards. I was like, look, this was one of my favorite things I've ever done. Please, anytime you guys are doing anything, let me know. And it's awesome. Even funnier because some of the people around, like the host and whatnot, I actually knew from my esports time. Like,
oh, sure.
Rachel Seltzer was the host of this.
Oh, so I know Rachel. I hosted with her. Yeah.
Yeah, Rachel. I forgot about that. She's the host of this for the past, I think, 3 years, 2 years, 3 years. Something.
Oh, really? Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. So.
No, she's great.
This is this is the one, dude. Watch this shit.
Where he was in the guy's house.
Yeah, look at this. Look how fast he does this. Okay. Oh wait, he's already locked in. Okay, here we go. It was the first game of this. Look how fast the guy on the right, the red guy, locks in.
Okay.
He's locked in. He's already locked in. He's been locked in for 10 seconds now. Look how fucking close he is.
Wait, rewind that.
So when you see it, right here?
Now press play.
Hold on. Well, I'll rewind it back a little bit even more. So that's okay. Right there, 60 seconds. He is locked in. He's already locked in. Maybe not. Hold on. Okay, yeah, he's already locked in when they show that screen. That's what that.
They don't even show the still image before he's already done.
He finished before the screen transition, because this counts down from 15 seconds, I think. And look, look at his face. He already knows. And then look how close he is. Keep in mind,
he knew that kid.
He can't.
He knew
circle,
that kid or that older brother or whatever.
No move, pan tilt. Look at that.
He's been to their house.
That's for sure. Look at my fucking face. I'm like, what the fuck happened? Like, how do we fucking do that?
That's nuts, man.
That makes no fucking sense. It's absolutely
Jesus
insane.
Christ. That's crazy.
Yeah. And there's a couple of those throughout the...
He's borrowed milk from that person, I'm guessing. He went over, got a cup of sugar from them.
I don't know, man. I don't know. It's fucking crazy. It's absolutely crazy. So that was my week. I don't even, what else did I play? I tried finishing did you, I think I asked you this. You didn't play Cyberpunk DLC, right?
No.
That shit fucking crashed on me 3 times. I was in the final 3 hours of the expansion of the story. And there's at the end of the game, the end of the DLC, there's honestly an alien isolation bit, which I didn't expect, but it's like alien isolation. You're hiding from a thing. and my game crashed 3 times within an hour. And I was like, fuck this. I'm done. I don't want to deal with this right now.
What engine does that run on?
It's like its own engine. I don't know.
Is it okay?
I don't know what was crashing for me. I don't know if it was like a GPU crash, a game crash, PC crash, or what. But I was just like, fuck, I'm done for now.
Red engine. Okay.
I'll go back and finish it later. I was so frustrated with that. I think that was all I played this past week. I'm just making sure. We could talk about it after. I know you played a game that I told you to play. Did you end up liking that game?
Which one was that again?
The Void Breaker.
Oh, Void Breaker. Yeah, I played that for half a stream. Yeah, I played that for like three-ish hours. Did you
like it? But did you?
I did. I actually ended up liking it more than I thought I would. Once I got down like the loop, the gameplay loop on it, and I was just like, like when you get the basic gist of a roguelike, and or roguelite, and you're like, okay, now I know what I'm doing. So you're just like, died, we go again, died, we go again, died, we go again. Like once I got that, it ended up being like, okay, now I know what I'm looking for. And like, I know what kind of build suits me. And my builds were like, started to become like more well-formed in my mind. Like I'm doing all grenades, like anything with grenade upgrades, I'm doing that because grenades, like you explode somebody in the game, like, or you drop environment on them and you get health and ammo out of them. Okay. So I was just like, it's all grenades from now on. And it was just like, I got to the final boss like 3 times. Never got it because it's fucking like the difficulty spike from the level to the boss was pretty big. But I never got like I don't even think I damaged the final boss even once the 3 times I got to it. Really? Because the mechanic says that you explode a pillar, you grab a chunk of the pillar and you throw at the boss to get him into a stun mode. But like it was so frantic the whole time fighting the boss that it was hard to even do that mechanic. So like I'd never got anywhere on the Act 1 boss at all.
Okay.
But I was able to get to him consistently though.
Cool.
Which was nice.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, we talked about Void Breakers last week, so I'm glad you went and played it. You also went hunting. Now,
speaking of games that were more fun than I expected.
Really?
I know. I thought it was going to be fun. I was like, I was ready for a slow, boring day, blah, blah, blah.
When you told me you were going hunting with Elo, I was like, I'm not going to tell him. I'm going to, I'm not going to set expectations. But you had a good time.
Dude, Elo was a perfect guide for this. He was an absolutely perfect guide. Like, because there's this, the game that I played with Elo is called TheHunter, which is, it's the weirdest spelling of a game. It's lowercase the, uppercase hunter, one word.
Yeah.
And it's like, why the fuck? Okay, whatever. I guess it stands out. But it just like, The Hunter Call of the Wild was the name of the game.
I love your attire, by the way. Very good.
I know. Yeah. I got my Hunter's Orange and my.
Yep.
I had my Hunter's Orange and I had my beef jerky and I was I was all into it.
When COVID was a thing and people like wearing masks was what you did, I wore in Missouri. The way that I fit in, so I didn't look like a gosh darn liberal, was I had a camouflaged mask, like a camo, like hunting. Worked every time. Hey, you hunt? It wasn't, hey, take that mask off, you sissy. It was, hey, you hunt?
Oh, yeah. Okay, I see.
It was fantastic. Okay. So, yeah, I've got some hunter garb as well. Talk to me about Call of the Wild.
I will. The first thing of the game, Ella was like, we should do a co-op game. And I was like, sorry, I have gnats. We should do a co-op game. And I was like, okay. And he goes, yeah, just fucking shit. He goes, okay, get this game. I've been playing it for years. This game is like 12 years old or something of that nature. It's like, it's been around for a fucking long time. Yeah. Or not 12, excuse me, 8. It is 8 years old. It's from 2017 and they've had constant updates like throughout these 8 years, like map updates, like all kinds of different shit they've put into it. And this is the first time hearing of it. So I'm like, okay, holy shit. It's pretty in depth. I go to download it, I buy it, and then I go to download. I'm like, Dude, what the fuck? 103 gigabytes? What in the shit?
Funny enough, Path of Exile 2, which you're going to download, that's also 113.
Gigs.
Yeah, 113.
No, I'm downloading it because I got a new PC, so I'm re-downloading it, and yeah, it's 113 or whatever gigabytes. It's crazy.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
so I'm like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, it's a big game. I'm like, apparently, it's huge. The maps in it are just fucking astoundingly big, and this game is it's the most accurate hunting game that I've ever played or seen or been a part of, or whatever. It is so intricate down to like, you have to have the right gun, the right caliber, the wind, the noise.
What, though? Like, or what? What's
well,
the penalty?
Okay.
Yeah.
The penalty of not using the right caliber, or, you know, how far your shot is, like, it's based on like, if you get a kill, if you use all the right stuff, you get a better ranking, like bronze, silver, gold.
Oh, okay.
You get more money, you get more experience, because that's what you get for killing, like, you know, getting a kill, is you get experience points, you get money, and you use those things, money or experience points, obviously, to get skills, to get perks. Money is to get ammo, you get better guns, so on and so forth. So those are all valuable currencies within the game. So it encourages you to do the hunt properly. So if you use a giant caliber on like a bunny rabbit or some shit, you'll get like an experience of 2 and like $3 or something like that. Because you can do that. You can absolutely.
Is there like
do
a
that.
Creative mode to where you could just get like a fucking AR and go just
Yes, I think. No, people were talking about like how to min-max the game. If you don't want to play it like the proper way, like a real quote unquote hunter,
yeah,
you can min-max it by going to a place where there's like a watering hole with like 50 fucking water buffaloes, and just go in there and just bow, just fucking murderize the entire herd and get little experience, but a lot of it, you know, all at once.
Funny.
You get it. Yeah. You call them a turkey shoot. Yeah. So you can do that if you want to.
Okay.
But I will tell you how satisfying it is. I played it for half an hour just to get used to the controls before I played it with Elo. I'm like, this game is fucking boring as fuck. This game is going to be, I just hope that we have enough like shit to talk about during the thing. And granted, I was wrong. We did have a lot of fun and shit to talk about. And Ella was a great guide.
That was great.
And one was like playing it co-op. It was very fun because one would spot the deer or spot the animal, and the other person would like, you know, do the calls, like call the deer over, get their attention and shit like that. Man, it would like playing it solo. I can see how it'd be fun, but very, very slow. Playing it duo is still pretty slow, but it's way, way more fun because you have 2 sets of eyes rather than just yours. You're spotting stuff, you're hearing stuff. Like, did you hear that? It's over here. Because like, if you hear a rustling in the bush, you'll see like the waves on the screen. Like they're like that. If you see it right there, you see like the little waves, it'll show you where the sound was coming from. And you can track the sound, you can track the tracks, you can see the droppings. It'll tell you how old the droppings are. It'll tell you if the deer was on a trot, a run, a walk. Like you can see like all this shit.
Have you been hunting IRL before? Like actual hunting?
I've been on a hunt. I didn't have a gun.
Was it pretty similar from what you can remember?
It's granted, in this game they give you more wildlife. Not a ton more, but they give you more wildlife to make it, you know, a little bit more fun.
Yeah.
But like real life hunting, it's like there's no fucking guarantee that you'll ever see anything. In this game, you're pretty guaranteed to see some animals.
Yeah. Okay.
But like in real life, like, because I went quail hunting, I can't remember if it was quail or pheasant. Might have been pheasant, but either way, my step grandpa had like a ranch where people would pay him and he would go hunt on his land.
Awesome. He was a guide. Yeah.
And I went with them one time. They didn't give me, because they were hunting quail with I think it was birdshot, like a shotgun.
Makes sense.
And I went with them, and I was walking through the bush, like it was like, you know, chest high grass. And they will wait until you are right on top of them to flutter away. and I was like walking through, and I like disturbed a bush of like a dozen of those fucking things, and I stepped, and they go like right in front of me. I was like, Jesus shit Christ, holy God!
When that happened, did your fucking grandfather be like, Paul?
No, they fired a couple shots of the nest I disturbed. Well, we had when I went out there, it was like, you know, a full day of like,
it's
6-7 hours, or maybe even longer than that. I don't remember. It was a while ago. I was not, I think it was in my teens.
Okay.
When that was happening. But that's the only hunt I've ever been on. I've fired a shotgun. I fired a pistol like in the past, but it was just at targets or clay pigeons.
Yeah.
I've done that, but I've never fired a weapon at an animal. So that's not something that I'm familiar with or anything like that. I have played Big Buck Hunter, you know, that game that they have in like bars and stuff. So I knew kind of where to shoot the animal. So like my first kill in the game was like super satisfying, because I was like, all right, take my aim, got the animal. All right, here we go. Bang. Animal runs off. You're like, shit. Okay. And you follow it for a little bit. And then Ella was like, it's here. And then you see it
drop.
It has fallen down dead. Like, you know, like 20 meters from where you shot it. That means you shot in a good spot and stuff like that. And they give you like trophies, or they give you more money, more experience for shooting it in the correct spot as well. So it's like it's real video game hunting as I've ever experienced.
Cool.
Yeah. So yeah, that was crazy.
Yep.
It was fun. And Ella was just a treat.
What, like how big game do they go? Obviously you were hunting deer, but do they go, can you hunt?
Like probably name a game animal and you can hunt it probably.
Well, I don't know what's, do they hunt a legal game? Like,
yes, you can, like tigers.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
They have that in there? Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess it's not illegal depending on where you go.
Yeah, true. In the new update of the game, like the animals are aggressive. Like the animals that should be aggressive are aggressive. I got in the first hour of playing the game, I got knocked out but killed by a moose.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Like moose are fucking dangerous animals. Like in Canada, they're responsible for the most deaths.
Yeah.
You know, like outright.
Dude, moose are fucking terrifying. Yeah, they're huge.
Yeah.
Big as motherfucker. Yeah, I mean,
rhino, moose, tiger, bear, walrus. I guess someone said walrus. I don't know.
Walrus.
I didn't ask about that, but
I didn't realize who would want to hunt a wall. That seems like the dumbest thing to hunt. What the fuck is a walrus? A walrus?
Yeah,
you're gonna shoot a walrus and it's gonna be like, what the fuck, man? It's not even gonna be upset. It's gonna look at you like, what the hell, dude? What are you doing? Why would you shoot me? I'm just existing. I guess they have tusk, right? So people want the tusk from the walrus. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's probably the reason. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, cool. It sounds like.
But it is weird. I gotta say, like the weird part about playing this game was, I felt way worse playing this game and shooting like video game. By the way, it's a video game.
Yeah.
So, still, even knowing that, it felt way worse to shoot a deer than it would to like headshot 20 enemies in a different game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's one of those things where you have like reverence for it. And if the game creates that, then I think that's good. It's good on the game for actually creating that. That speaks to the quality of the game if it's creating reverence for the animals that you're hunting. Yeah.
It does.
Cool.
It actually does. And they give you, and that's part of the game is like the cleaner the kill, the more points you get, which means like if you one shot rather than 3 shots, you'll get better points and, you know, a better trophy and yada, yada, yada.
Yeah. Yeah. Now, is there a no kill mode where you can just mean? Like walk out there and be like, oh, I'm just going to take a look at these elk and just see what they're doing. I guess you don't have to take a shot.
You can make it a no kill mode. Like you can just walk around and like, you know, bird watch if you want and shit like that.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Bird watching.
If you wanted to do that, you go right ahead. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, I mean, it seems like the map's big enough. So maybe there's enough just to see.
Enormous. Yeah. Like you go to the map screen and it shows you where you are. And it's like GeoGuesser. Like you zoom all the way out. You're like, oh fuck. You can zoom like it's the entire country of wherever the fuck you are.
Yeah, Russia.
I think we were in
somewhere.
Canada. We're somewhere near Manitoba, right? Manitoba's in Canada, right?
Yeah, Manitoba sounds like a good hunting spot. That sounds like where you'd want to go to hunt. Manitoba. I guess if you're hunting moose, it would actually be perfect. So
yeah, so Manitoba is a, what do they call them in
province?
I'm so stupid. Province. There you go. It's a province in Canada. Yeah.
As I learned while playing Geoguesser. However, I did learn it is commonly understood that Americans are fucking awful at geography and will always be. But
totally.
An American won Geoguesser. So maybe go fuck yourselves, all right? We're on top, #1, baby.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
That's who won Geoguesser, was an American. Now his parents
spoilers.
His parents were Romanian, from Romania.
Okay.
But he grew up in America. So he was American. Anyways. Yeah.
Well, the reason why I knew I was in Manitoba is because one of the game was the Manitoban elk is one of the game that we're hunting. So
okay. Is the Manitoba
that's where this map takes place. But there's all kinds of maps in all kinds of different areas of the world that you can go and hunt. But we just stuck to this one. And Elo, after like 4 hours, Elo was like, "Well, I'm gonna go now." I'm like, "Oh, I wanted to keep going because I kind of got the hang of it now."
Or was he just always spotting? Was Elo hunting at all, or was he just?
No. We shared. We swapped. We swapped, and because you see that like the pink outline of the animals sometimes.
Yeah.
That is, I couldn't personally do that through the scope of a rifle. So in order to highlight it, the person with the binoculars could highlight it while the other person was aiming at it. So this is me spotting it for him. I'm making sure that the animal we want is highlighted with that pink outline.
That's cool.
So there's a good amount of teamwork that you can do in this game, and it was kind of astounding how much fun I had.
That wild. Call it wild even. Yeah. The hunter. Well, anyways, with all this this talk of gun, I figured since Ko's gone, Ko, you want to talk about, or Zeke, you want to talk about gun safety in America and you know, our stance on all of it?
No, the funny thing is no, I've told this story before, but it's a short story. Like, I worked at a pawn shop. I sold guns. Yeah. That was part of my job, was selling and pawning guns. And I had a gun for like 2 or 3 years that I purchased from the pawn shop. And my buddy, my coworker was like, "Hey, you never shot that?" I'm like, "No, I never shot it. I never had a bullet in it." He's like, "Let's go to the range." Went to the range with him. Put like 3 magazines through my pistol.
I thought you were gonna say I put 3 rounds through my friend.
Yeah, we don't talk about it.
I've never heard from him again.
No, I put 3 magazines through it at the firing range, and I sold it back the next day because it's
too much.
It's not too scary, dude. Too scary. If someone's gonna get hurt with that weapon, it's gonna be me.
I get it. Now let's wrap the show. We're 4 minutes over.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna call it there. Next week we will have Dodger on. I don't know VTuber or FleshTuber. We'll see what shows up.
FleshTuber, is that what we're called?
That's what they call it. Yeah, that's actually the proper name.
Really? So we're FleshTubers.
Yeah, we're FleshTubers. Yeah.
That's funny. Yeah. Okay. That's what I'll tell people now.
Fleshies, FleshTuber. Yeah. And then VTubers,
Fleshies.
PNG tubers. Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. Anyways,
meat tuber. I like that one.
Exactly. Let's do some shout outs. Zeke, what do you got going on? What can people check you out? I said that backwards.
Yo, what up, everybody? Thank you all for watching. Thank you to Justin Wong for joining us today. I still had a few questions that I didn't get answered, but he answered. He was very kind and answered most of the basic questions that I had written down. But I wrote some down, so maybe next time I'll get to ask. But thank you to Justin Wong for joining us. Thank you to Ko and JP for being my co-host. My name is Ezekiel III, or Zeke if you want to call me Zeke. That's fine. @/Ezekiel_III on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube. And Ezekiel III, all spelled out, on Instagram and TikTok and Blue Sky. What's coming up for me? Well, I take Mondays off, so I won't be streaming tomorrow. But on Tuesday, I will be starting the day with a sponsor stream of Hell Is Us. I don't have any special things that's happening for me.
Okay.
Whatever Co's doing tomorrow, something special, whatever the fuck that is. I'm playing the video game for money. So like that's all I'm doing on Tuesday. And then on Wednesday, I have another sponsor stream for a game called Hirogami, which I played the demo of and really enjoyed. And then after that, I was one of those dudes that paid for early access. I paid 20 extra bucks to get Chronos early. So we'll be playing Chronos after Hirogami on Wednesday. So that's what's coming up for me. Thanks for watching.
Fantastic. For me, it's just more PoE. I really hope you do. I really hope you do enjoy Act 4 Zeke, as well as get all the way to that final boss. But are you here? You're here next week, right? Not this coming week, but the week after. That's when you show up.
No, I won't be missing any drop frames.
Got it. When I'm
in Austin.
Yeah, I meant here as in Austin, but yes.
Oh, I will be here. I will be here. I'll be in Austin from the 8th through the 12th.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
So Monday to Friday that week.
Fantastic. Yeah, PoE 2 for me. Probably right after the show we'll be playing some, as well as tomorrow. Thursday, Friday, we have both Silksong and a bunch of sponsored streams. We're doing a sponsored stream Thursday, right? We just haven't scheduled that yet. Do you know what I'm talking about?
I hadn't heard back from them, so I don't know.
They were like, hey, we need to schedule this on this day. And I said, hey, that's going to be hard to schedule. I'm down with whatever everyone else wants. So
yep,
maybe that'll get scheduled in due time.
No, last we left it was I'll send the contract and details out as soon as I can. And that was the last thing I got.
Got it. Okay. Well, we've got a sponsor on Thursday, which I'm really looking forward to. I think Zeke will be there, and spoilers, I think Cole will be there, as well as some other people. And then Friday, I think I'm playing Daemon X Machina Titanic Surge. I forget the full. Titanic Scion. Also, my dog ate the corner, literally ate the corner of that. So sorry about that. Yeah, I'm checking that out on Friday. And then Silksong. I'll report back next week with Dodger about Silksong. So that is that. Thank you guys for watching. Thank Zeke, Co, and our guest Justin for joining us. We'll see you next week. Dodger's going to be in the hot seat, and we'll see what happens then. We got to ask her some hard hitting questions. Zeke, make sure you come up with those.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Hard-hitting questions with Dodger next week. Fantastic. Thank you all. We'll see you guys soon. Have a good rest of your week. Bye.